On time is early, bro.
Yo, yo, yo. Mic check, mic check. Yo, you tapped into the fly frequency. Smash the like button if you coming in the building. Make sure you smash the like button. Hit the hype button too. Hype button is in there too. You hit more and you get the drop down and you can scroll over and you can give your boy a hype. Hype the video, y'all. Also, the Cash App and the PayPal is going across the bottom of the screen. And y'all already know what it's hitting for with the super chats. We here to talk some boxing. I got my guy, Ray Davis in the building. Greg Hackett was good, bro. In the building early.
Goody was goody. What's up, Greg?
Yo, man, I just wanted to talk some boxing. You know what I'm saying? I got my Aki Clay in the building too. Was good, Clay.
Oh, that's what's up. What's up, Clay?
What's good? What you can? What's
Wa
good, Greg?
alaikum assalam rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ain't nothing, man. Same old stuff. Just trying to talk some boxing.
Already know.
Yeah, man, I just wanted to talk about this this Rolly thing first, man. Rolly did a little interview or whatnot on The Last Stand. Y'all saw that, yo?
Nah, I ain't get a chance to put my eyes on it, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. I saw the thumbnail, but I ain't seen it yet. Put me on. What's going on?
Well,
man, you boy a crackhead, bro.
Yeah, something wrong with Rolly, bro. But a lot of the video he was talking about, you know, him finding Jesus and all this other stuff.
Right.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
You know, I don't know. He just was weird on there. Really weird.
Yeah.
I mean,
like he's always showing that sign to be like that though, frequent. Like he's always shown like that side of him. But you always thought it was like maybe spectrum-ish or, you know, something that you could be like, okay, this, and that. But yo, that was off the chain, bro.
He started off playing with a rubber band. I thought he was gonna start chewing on that joint. But
yeah, that's what I was
he
like.
Was on there talking. He was on there talking about he was taking cyanide and all this other stuff. I'm like, yo, man,
Clay.
I'm like, if you was taking cyanide, man, you wouldn't be here with us.
I gotta watch the interview. I gotta watch the interview. Bro, what does he mean cyanide? Like literally, physically, like chemical, like cyanide, like swallowing, like ingesting cyanide, or
the poison cyanide. That's what he was saying, man. And even Brian Custer was looking at him like, what?
Yeah. But to be honest though, the way he was explaining it is like he was ingesting it without knowing he was ingesting it. A lot of people said, like I heard that energy drinks and stuff have like synthetic cyanide in it. That's not my business, but I also know that like these people that dip, I was just talking to Frequent about it, when they be dipping into that formaldehyde or embalming fluid, that shit got cyanide in it too. Like that dipping to get you all caught up. So if he either doing that or he's doing too many energy drinks or chemical protein drinks, whatever it is, a lot of that got that in there.
What you trying to say? He was smoking wet or something?
That's what I'm saying. Yo, it's one or the other, bro.
Like, that's not cyanide.
I can't say for sure.
But
that's something different.
But I mean,
no, that has traces of cyanide in it. That's how you get cyanide poisoning, smoking fentanyl.
I mean, look, bro, I haven't seen the interview, right? But, bro, this is this is Rolly Romero. This is boxing in the current day status where trolling and fight selling, and they got a big pay-per-view. They need to figure out how they're going to sell because it's going to be $80+. This is everything can happen inside of an interview. I don't know how much weight I can put on whatever is being said in these interviews in the spirit of promoting a fight, in the spirit of getting attention, in the spirit of stirring the space up. I don't know what Rolly would say.
It don't seem like he was trying to promote the fight either, because he was basically trying to say Devin Haney ain't signed it, and Devin Haney trying to duck him or whatnot. He's saying everybody's wasting his time and everything. But yo, it's diabolical, man. I was in somebody's chat, man, and I saw somebody said they was talking about the interview, right? The Rolly Romero Last Stand joint, and somebody in the chat said they got a newfound respect for Rolly now. You know, after watching that joint. So after I watched that joint, I was like, you gotta be kidding me, man.
Yeah, that's crazy. So to have respect for him.
Like that's
I'm
show how weird people be, bro.
I'm one of the first people who tell you that Rolly Romero, I know, but with people who know him, that he's a super intelligent dude. That's why I'm saying, like, Rolly Romero's the type of dude who will mess with the algorithm on purpose. He understands how to, and I'm only saying out the strength that we're literally on a live right now talking about this interview. And I'm just saying, Rolly is a person who he's just dialed in. If you get Rachel Donaire on the phone right now, she's gonna tell you that this is one of the most intelligent people that she knows. She's like, I believe that. Very, very intelligent. So I don't know when he's talking. I just can't buy into the internet. I can't buy into the media. Like, what is as far as that cyanide thing? That's extreme. I have no idea. I gotta watch it. I have no idea where he's going with it. But I guess the big question I'm gonna have is Rolly Romero still available to fight Devin Haney? And if the negotiations are still going on, what's holding up those negotiations?
Well, he basically was saying that he signed, you know what I'm saying, and he was saying that Devin Haney didn't sign. So he was trying to say, like, you know, he was painting the picture that Devin Haney is wasting his time. He was talking about everybody was wasting his time. He said Conor Benn, you know, they were supposed to fight, but Conor Benn wasted his time. Manny Pacquiao, he just was, you know, basically saying, you know, I guess trying to paint the picture that, you know, everybody ducking him, you know, everybody wasting his time, you know, nobody want to fight him and whatnot. And he said, you know, everything was signed. He said the deal that he put on the table was perfect. And he said, you know, there's nothing to negotiate, because, you know, Devin was in the interview that
he said
came out today, dropped today.
He said it was a great deal. Yeah, I gotta watch it. That's an interview. Let me
tell you. I'm about to tally this time clock, bro. Listen,
all right.
I'm just gonna get to. I know I'm saying I'm about to get this off because I've been, you know what I mean.
Go ahead. You got it. Go ahead.
I'm just saying, man. Like, it's two things that can be true at the same time or not at all. I doubt that Rolly is showing signs of intelligence in this and trying to make something out of it. He sounds like he's really on some, like, he either on the spectrum, like seriously, and no jokes around. Like, he has some autism that is pushing him and he's revealing it live, or he's just plain out just making excuses and just giving himself definitely a whole bunch of reasons not to make this fight happen, because the stuff he was saying was just egregious, and like the whole, like, went from being poisoned to finding Jesus and God told him, and I'm like, yo, that he was.
He said he consumed cyanide for 2 years.
You can look at it that way. He's a great actor if he is, but yeah, that dude, was off the chain, bro.
People understand how to, you know, I don't know. I can't put weight on it. It's the internet. It's an interview. It has purpose. There's an agenda. There's a narrative for a reason. I can't give it the weight. I can't do it. I just can't sit here and turn that interview into a transparent look into Rolly Romero's mind.
You definitely got to go look at it.
You got to watch it. You got to watch it, bro.
But I'm going to watch it, but I'm not going to believe it more than likely because it's the internet. It's an interview. He's got a fight he's trying to promote. He's in that mode. I don't believe none of these niggas when they get into that mode.
Hey man, I feel
talking all of a sudden. I just can't do it.
I feel like he made the interview real awkward, you know, for Brian Custard and everything, you know. Yeah. And
Yeah.
it was times where it was just silence, you know what I'm saying? When he was like, that's it?
Listen,
Because
bro,
he'll say something
it's
real dumb and then it just be real
we
quiet
talking
for a
about
minute.
it.
And Brian Custer like, yo, that's it? That's all?
I could believe it. I'm gonna watch it too, but I know I don't like Rolly Romero interviews generally. I don't remember the last time there was an interview of his. I generally don't listen to his complete interviews. I usually give him about 5 minutes to get my attention. Once I see that he's doing that looking around thing and saying weird stuff, I usually go away because I get nothing from it. And that's one thing Rolly Romero is really good at doing is filibustering and moving. Never answering a question but talking and keeping everybody's attention. He never gives anything. My thing is, the big thing for me is, are you fighting Devin? If you're looking to fight Devin, why isn't it finalized yet? And if Devin hasn't signed the contract, why haven't you signed the contract? I want to know, when is the fight
Well, what
going to
Rolly
go?
from what Rolly Romero was saying, he said he signed it when he sent it over, and he said he never saw anything back, and so that's why he's saying that Devin is wasting his time. He's asking what's
Okay.
going on
Well,
because he
Devin
said he
needs to.
made it worthwhile. But Devin did an interview today too on
What do you say?
Devin said that it was going to more than likely it's going to happen, but he said they was working out a few things though.
Let's
He
go.
said they was working out some little things.
You missed
So
But
Rolly's not
an
I
lying.
important
understand what
piece.
he was.
But
I understand why he's saying that though. Like I feel like people just rush in or whatever because when Devin first said that he got the offer, when they was asking them the details on it, he said, "Well, there was there was promo and a network," and he was like, "It was for the most part that was the bulk of it, So he
Mm-hmm.
was like, "It was a go," but they had to work
yeah,
out. He said they was just negotiating now, just working out, the small details and whatnot.
but
Okay.
So
you missed the part though when he was saying that all these fights could have happened a long time ago. And the reason why he took off is because he was having some other issues. You know what I mean? He was hurt and stuff like that. Talking about he lost his sister, and he lost his girlfriend or ex
yeah,
girlfriend, and
you
he
talking about
still
Rolly
misses her.
Romero, right?
Yeah,
Rolly
yeah.
Romero
And
said that, yeah.
I'm like, yo, he tripping with all this, bro. Like he's like saying all this stuff that it's just not making sense. And like you said,
But
Brian
but
Custer's looking like, no,
the
bro.
meat of it, just say the meat of it that I can grab from it, right? Like I can't do the personal life audit because I know these niggas is all lying, they all troll. Like I just don't do it. I just can't. It's the internet. I just know they're not feeding us. They're not being transparent with us. They have nothing to gain by it. So they're gonna throw these curveballs and say these things, and they've already dialed into Rolly Romero, somebody who's dialed into the algorithm. He's dialed into doing that. He knows. I just don't listen to him. What I want to know is, what I'm hearing is Rolly saying Devin hasn't signed the contract yet. That's why the fight hasn't happened. I've heard
Yeah.
Devin confirm it to a certain degree to say that they're still ironing out little details. B,
Mm-hmm.
C, the fight ain't done yet. And that's the most important thing. Everything else is for entertainment. We can sit here and have fun and make jokes about Rolly being slow and his eyes moving around funny when he talks, but we don't know what we're talking about because we don't know that man. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, I feel like
the
he clout
fight,
chasing.
yeah, the fight is what's important. And if the fight is going to happen, Devin has to get what he wants. But I'm going to tell you, I'm going to throw a curveball in here and tell you right now that don't be shocked at all if Xander Zayas isn't still a legitimate option on the table. And if Devin and Bill ain't sitting here entertaining that still. Don't be shocked if that PBC deal that's coming across the table for Devin Haney ain't the shiniest deal on the table for Devin. And those little intangibles that Rolly's talking about that he's saying is perfect from Devin Haney and Bill Haney's side could be like, yeah, you all right, but you ain't perfect. We got other things coming across the table now because a lot of people are finding out that they can't make no money outside of making a big fight. And we're a big fight for a lot of people. To Alexander Zayas, who cannot make a fight right now with Josh Kelly because Josh Kelly's pricing himself out and talking about he's making it difficult for the fight to go across the finish line. Devin Haney's looking like a decent payday for him in a legacy fight for um for Devin Haney. Even Ryan Garcia, we don't know where that's actually landed at. We've heard a lot of propaganda, but we don't know in real time what's really happening between Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia. So Rolly Romero may not be the shiniest coin on the table, and those little intangibles could be stopping this whole thing from moving forward. That's where I'm at with. That's what I
Yeah.
believe in.
Mm-hmm.
Because I saw Xander Zayas do an interview and say that they are currently speaking with Devin Haney's people, and that he's a very possible fight that can happen.
Hey, I
Because
wouldn't be mad at that fight if that fight happened,
I wouldn't be
instead
mad
of
at
the
none of
Rolly
them.
Romero fight. If that happened, instead of the Rolly Romero fight, I feel like that's a harder fight, and you get 2 belts and you become another division champion,
a unified
and you
champion for sure.
unified champion at that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
There's those are the things that make sense when it comes to the business of boxing and why fights aren't happening. For me personally, I don't believe Rolly Romero is trying to get out of a fight that's his biggest payday, because if this fight doesn't get done soon, he's going to get mandated in a purse bid
Yeah.
with Giasov. And I
Yeah.
know he don't want that because it's high risk, low reward. So outside of that, unless he has more money on the table, Rolly wants this fight to happen. And it's not about winning or losing, it's about money. Devin is the one who's going to be able to move this needle for Rolly, and Rolly's looking to troll, push, do whatever he can. He's probably a little desperate. Maybe he's having a mental breakdown off the strength that he's realizing he has to get in the ring with some Eastern European that's going to get him a little less than $1 million, or maybe $1 million, you know what I'm saying, to fight. And that might be breaking his nerves a little bit. I don't know.
Maybe.
Devin might be like, not yet, hold up. But I need you. Well, give me more money or hold up, because I'm not sure if I'm fighting you next, because I didn't have options, but it's starting to look like I got options. It's starting to look like things are opening up, and I'm just waiting on some people who are more honorable and who offer better, transparent, money-making deals than what the PBC has currently historically been offering these fighters.
hmm
Mm-hmm. I mean, we'll have to wait and see. I mean,
That's it. Yeah.
but that's,
Yeah, I
but
wasn't
yeah,
thinking about that. What you just said, as far as Xander Zayas and all of that. I kind of forgot about Xander Zayas. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking that
no,
it was full speed ahead with this Rolly unification and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? But
I mean, in my opinion, I
Devin
think,
ain't
and this
mentioned
is,
nothing about that though in this interview. But
Well, that's
I
not what we
yeah,
wouldn't say
do.
that's too far
We
yeah,
don't
fetched either.
we
you
don't
don't hear a
mention
lot
those
behind the
things.
scenes. Yeah, you
Yeah,
don't
we
hear a
don't.
lot behind the scenes.
Yeah,
But this is what
what
I
we
would
do is
say
we
to that.
filibuster. We filibuster,
What,
and we let you know things are okay, and we don't talk about real business, because real business
right,
happens behind the camera, not in front of it. Real
right.
negotiations happen in the back rooms, not on the camera for the world to see.
Now, to my opinion, I believe that the Xander fight is a better fight. But I think for the market of Devin Haney, saying that 147, the Rolly fight is a bigger deal. You know what I mean? He wants that belt, and him unifying the division, I think with himself, you know what I mean, is a bit bigger option for him. You know what I mean? I think it comes down to a lot of things. I think even Ryan is still an option. And now that he has options that you just mentioned, Clay, this is solidifying more things, and having those options on the table brings his value up a little bit more, because now you're going to have bids for his time. And this is what Bill was trying to do from the beginning. He was trying to get himself to get into a part of the game where people were willing to put up money for him and for Devin. And now they're
Hey, look.
willing to do it.
If the Xander Zayas situation come into play though, that's gonna have to be Turkey though, right?
It might be Turkey. It might be Xander Zayas also got money though. He got a big promotional company behind him
Right.
that got bread, bro. The big
Who's
Right.
behind? Who's
Bad
behind?
Babies, Bad
Yeah,
Babies
Bad
promotional
Babies
company.
Company.
They got a lot of bread, bro. They living like that.
Oh, I ain't know nothing about
Yeah, he's
that.
got that sports
I ain't know
company.
he.
He's got him and what's one boy named Emilio on that promotional break.
Hey, yo, I got my guy FaZe in the building. Salute,
What's up,
yo.
Faith? What's up to the newest member of the Hanos clan? What's going on?
Oh man, just representing to the
Yo, man,
fullest.
stop letting them bully you on those channels, bro. I've been hearing stuff, man. Just
No,
Oh
they
listen,
ain't.
just
man,
No,
listen.
no, don't
Let
do
them
that.
talk. Let them talk, bro.
they
They
can't
ain't
Let
bully
them
bullying
me
him.
talk.
neither, man.
Don't say that because I was there. I was
Oh,
looking.
you was there. You was there.
Yeah,
They
You the
can't
yeah.
eyes
bully
He
the
ain't
spy.
getting
monster,
bullied.
man.
He holding his own. You know what I'm saying? What's good,
Oh
Okay,
FaZe?
all
man,
right, all right.
slight work, man. What's the deal with y'all, man?
Yeah, it is.
Doing good, family. How you, King?
Oh man, we doing good. Clay, what's going on with you? You like that? You like that fight yesterday?
Man, I loved it, man. I thought Jao Batai showed the world that he's the best cruiserweight in the world, bro.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Period.
whoa! Over
Hey
David
Clay, how you like
Benavidez?
that belt, Clay? How you like the belt? How it look?
Listen, let me tell you something, bro. The belt's been catching so much heat. You want me to tell you the truth? I'm not the biggest fan of the way that belt looks. Period. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, you want
Hey
me to
man,
lie
I
to you,
like the
bro?
belt, man. It's
I
black.
think it's all right. I mean, look, it's all right. It's not the ugliest belt I ever seen, but I'm not the biggest fan. I think the belt, but I think people, I just think that conversation when it comes to what we saw yesterday is so much bigger than the little intangibles and little aesthetics that people talk about, whether it was inside of a little Apex arena or whether it was for a belt that nobody believes has any history. No, factually, let me not say believe, does not have any history. Let's go on paper and say that, right? But I think what got exposed more so about that fight yesterday is the
IBF.
diabolical nature of the fucking sanctioning bodies. And I just think
Yep.
that we've gotten into a place so as fans, we've become way too comfortable with champions losing their belts without being in the ring, just losing them by technicalities and IBF, but sanctioned body rules. And we're going to take it off of you, and we're elevating people. And what's happening is the actual champions in a lot of these divisions aren't the best fighters in the division. And historically, championships are supposed to represent that. And I just think that conversation seems to be getting swept under the rug a little bit. But I mean, hey, what can I say, bro? That belt, I guess it's ugly, bro. We should have a pretty
Hey,
IBF belt
They
instead.
should have put like a
hey
Give
Clay,
name
it
you
to
think
silhouette or
how
something.
much you think they put out some bread to make that belt?
good. How are you?
100%. That's an expensive belt. You can tell. There's got a lot of
Yeah.
diamonds in it. It's just that Dana White, that's his swag. That's what he like. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? That's what he think it's the best looking belt in the world. You feel me?
Hey,
He
I like
designed
the
it.
belt, man. I like the belt.
I
hey,
think it's
Clay.
different. I don't think it's ugly. I just think it doesn't give me boxing champion vibes. I'm not gonna lie to you. I guess I'm so used to seeing that kind of design on the UFC belt. But hey, bro, I don't care. I don't care one way or the other. It's all good.
Hey,
Whatever.
Clay. Is he stripped or not? Because I was watching a press conference, and he said he still got the belt. So like, is he
Um,
is he
as
stripped
far
or not?
as
Because
far as I
I'm
understand,
confused.
that was what was going to happen. I don't know if that's what actually happened. So I don't even want to lie to you. I don't know if the IBF has pulled their head out their asses and decided to not look as bad as they're looking. But I just think the mere fact that the sanctioning bodies were willing to go there
Because he said he
shows
paid the fees and everything. So like,
exactly,
if he paid the
exactly.
fees, I mean,
That's what
Yeah,
makes
how
it
they gonna take
diabolical.
his
But you
belt? They
also
can't take his belt.
no, clearly they can, and that's what's so diabolical about this. Clearly they can, but I mean, listen, Dana White said there's gonna be some lawsuits involved in this. You feel me? He
yeah,
said it because it's definitely
I'm
something
confused
crazy.
though. Like, does he have it or not? Because like the IBF ain't they made no official statement. It's just everything just rumors. It's just we really
No, the
don't know
IBF said
nothing.
they were going to. They said they were going to. I think. I think they said. I don't know. You might be right. Let me fall back. I really
No,
don't know.
I'm just
Yeah.
looking at their website and like I ain't see like no statement, like official statement. I ain't see nothing. Daryl Peoples, he the president, right?
You talking about of IBF?
Yeah,
I don't remember his name, but you're probably right if you're reading it.
yeah. I ain't see him say nothing on his social media or anything. So like I'm just confused.
Yeah, I think the space is if he does pull back, I think the space is going to recognize that he pulled back. Um, and man, like I said, the conversation is such an interesting conversation because, and I don't think people, I mean, some people are grabbing it and really understanding what the point is because a lot of people are hanging it over Ty's head, being like, yo, he should have known that this, that, and the other. No, the point is he shouldn't have to deal with that. The only way he should lose his belt is if he breaks a literal rule, which they need to provide documentation, usually around mandatories, or if he vacates, or if he loses inside the ring.
Yeah,
Disrespect
he
should
didn't
not
break
have
no
anything to do
rules
with him
though.
I
holding
doubt
that
it. Yeah,
belt.
that's why they not gonna strip him
Yeah,
because he the lineal guy, man. You can't strip the best guy in the division, man. He getting
he,
paid too. He getting big money. You gotta keep him to get the money,
but he
man. Come on,
paid the
man.
sanctioning fee. That's what I'm not understanding. Why take his money and then you gonna strip him?
Let me ask you this, Clay. How you feel about the Mexican monster coming up there and fighting at 200 pounds, and if he win against Jai Pataya, how you feel about that weight?
If he beats Jao Bataya, I mean, he's a top 5 pound for pound fighter in my opinion. But I
You
think
wouldn't
that's a
put a
fight
number
that
one?
nah, hell no, not
Ah,
number one, not
I
yet. He
put
got to
him
just keep
like three.
working. Yeah, I put him in the 5, 3, 4. You know
mm-hmm.
what I mean? That's why I put him. But at the end of the day, that's the fight that needs to happen. Literally, that's the fight that we need to see be pushed. David Benavidez does not need to go down to the light heavyweight division, in my personal opinion, and fight no Bivol or Beterbiev. They're old. They're both injured.
Why?
Bivol's coming off of surgery. You're already up there at cruiserweight. You're going to be a unified champion up there. Fight Beterbiev. I'm about to say Beterbiev. Fight Jao Pataia, who ain't nothing but a crossbreed of Beterbiev and Bivol. He got the footwork movement of
I was
Bivol.
saying that last night.
That's a great fight, and he's young. He's in his prime. That's a fight that makes you or breaks you.
But Clay, Devin Benavidez competitive. They over there talking about Bivol could beat him and Beterbiev and all these guys. David wants that smoke, man.
When you move up, you shouldn't move down, though.
Yeah, I don't like him coming down all that weight.
Yeah, plus if he loses, they're gonna be like, "Oh, the weight cut was bad." They're gonna give him the Roy Jones story. You know what I'm saying? He went up, he came back down, he was depleted, blah 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 blah. I mean, that's all cute and adorable, but right there in your division, you've got a Ring Magazine cruiserweight champion in that division. That's the fight to make. Beat Zerto, stay up there, stay healthy, get stronger after Zerto, fight Jao Pataia, a whole lot of money behind it. Turkey's right there looking for you to make something beautiful happen. Turkey does not care about Beterbiev and Bivol fighting. He's only doing that because you asked him for it. He's here for the Pataia fight.
What if people start saying he's ducking, though? They're going to say David Benavidez.
They're going to say it anyway. They're going to say it anyway. Who cares? That fight's a big fight. That's the big dog fight right there.
You know what's crazy to me, though? He the same age as Shakur Stevens, Devin Haney. Like, he in that same age bracket. Like, when you look at him, you think he in the older age bracket, but nah, he gonna be here for another 10 years. That's what it looks like.
They could fight twice. They can fight twice. If that first fight go crazy, they can go a second time. That might literally be David Benavidez's.
That's his fight. That might be
his Hagler. His
but I think he gonna go to heavyweight.
But he deserved to put hands on Bivol, man. I don't want that taken away from him, man. He deserved to put hands on Bivol.
He just came up to that weight class at the wrong time when they was both hurt. Yeah. That's all.
He need that fight, man. That's his Hagler. That's his Duran. That's his fight. That's him. That's his Devin Haney to Shakur. That's his fight. Jao Pataia is his guy, bro. He needs to beat Zerto and him and Jai are the guy.
Win, Clay. I feel like you making this up, man. I think Bivol is his guy.
Nah, Bivol.
That's a whole extra 25 pounds though, bro.
Yeah, and Bivol is old. We gotta stop it, man.
Bro, that's what I was telling you, Faye.
How old is Bivol, Clay?
Bivol's what? Like, damn near, what is he? 37, 36?
Yeah.
What is he?
Really?
Old.
How old is he? Look it up. Y'all got
Bivol like 34.
Driving.
I thought he was like 34.
I don't know what he is. I know he's
But that's why I was telling you, Faye. David Benavidez is in the same age bracket as Devin Haney, Shakur Stevens, and all them.
So is
Jao Pataia.
Yeah, where's Jai at? Jai's like 30, right?
He's like 35.
I thought Jai was like 29.
Who, Bivol's 35, right?
Yeah, Bivol's 35.
Old, man. He gone, man. His time was the Canelo time. Now, if Bivol wants to make a power move and come up to cruiserweight like he's been rumoring he wanted to do to fight, okay, go ahead and fight him and let Jai get active. But going down, cutting that weight, and going down 25 pounds to go fight Bivol when you got a Jao Pataia staring you in your face with a Ring Magazine belt, come on, man.
He shouldn't put it, Clay. I feel like he shouldn't put himself at risk just for another fight. Like when you got decades left in your fighting career.
It's a risk for both because
it's a risk for him cutting that weight though.
Probably cutting down 20 pounds.
No, I'm talking about
30.
No, I'm talking about cutting another 25 pounds to go back to 175. Like that's a major risk.
To go fight somebody who's gonna make you run around the ring for 12 rounds.
The thing is,
tapped.
He not even to be real with y'all. He damn sure not finna fill out 200 pounds. He's not finna fill that out.
I don't know what you looking at.
Who you talking about, Bivol?
No,
you talking about Benavidez.
He tripping.
David is talking about going to heavyweight, bro.
Yeah,
He's
he gonna
talking
go
about
to
ending his career to heavyweight. He's talking about ending his career in the heavyweight division, bro.
Facts.
Clay, do you
the
know
last
how
5
that
years
man
in
is
his
gonna
career, he gonna be a heavyweight.
200 pounds. That man is finna look fat as hell.
His power, I'm worried about his power not translating though, y'all.
He got the little ass shoulders.
Hey, bro, that's not our job, FaZe. That's not what we're here to do, brother. If he's willing to fight, we're here to watch fights. We ain't here to do that for David, bro. We can't do that for him, bro. That's not what we're here to do, bro. We can't do his. Come on, we're not getting paid, man.
Fact.
David is going up to fight a unified champion right now. He's going to be a unified champion in the cruiserweight division. Jai
Clay.
is the fight.
Clay, do you feel like his gas tank will be better than the people at the higher weight classes? Because he used to fighting at a different motor.
Give and take, man. I think that's going to be something he brings to the division. And David Benavidez has always been known for his conditioning. So I think he brings that intangible up there, and they're going to have to deal with that. You know what I mean? I think those are the little things he brings to the table that make him the favorite, that give him the advantage. He might give up on the power, but he's gonna give them athleticism. He's gonna give him good conditioning and a hard pace for them to keep up with. We'll see what it looks like.
Hey, I gotta go, y'all, man. My girl ain't having it tonight, man. I'll get with y'all in a minute.
Peace and beauty, man. Have a good one.
Move, bro. Don't get beat up or thrown in the doghouse. You put you in the doghouse.
Not over us, man. We ain't worth it.
Yeah, right. Hey, man, I wouldn't be surprised my wife come down here and hit me in the head.
Exactly. Get up. Don't get beat because of me, because I ain't apologize. I ain't do nothing to you, bro. You should have hung up.
Yo, man. But the other thing that I wanted to touch on though was this interview it's another interview that Dev did when he talked about what happened at 147, because people, going back and forth about, talking about, I hear people saying Jerron in this duck Devin. And then you got other people saying Devin duck boots and all of that. Just a lot of back and forth. And it sound like, from what I heard Devin say, it sound like it happened exactly how I said that it seemed like it happened. The fact that Turkey Al-Sheikh was looking for a fight for Devin, when the Ryan Garcia situation fell through because Ryan lost to Rolly Romero. He was trying to replace somebody for Ryan, trying to swap somebody out for Ryan, swap somebody in, well, rather. And it was T.O. first, and then he started off with Rolly. He tried to get Rolly said no. So then it was T.O. T.O. did whatever he did, and then it landed on Boots. You know what I'm saying? And what I was saying was that Turkey Al-Sheikh was the one who's coming with the offer. He brought the offer to Dev and asked Dev was he willing to do the fight, and Dev answered, yeah, he'll do it. And then he went to brought the offer to Boots or whatnot. I got a little clip that I wanted to play so everybody could look at it and see what was said and everything.
Now then it was like, okay, Ryan Garcia was out, Tio was out. Now who was next? Who was the next best guy that I could that I could fight? Yeah. And we reached out. Well, they came with Boots Ennis. We said we said let's do it, but we want to do it at 147. They came back with 152. I'm like, why would I fight at 152? I never even fought at 147. No, we can do it at 147.
Hey, yo, notice how, at first he said we reached out, but then he switched it and he corrected himself and said they came with,
Exactly.
So
they came with.
That's been the story with that's been the story with Devin though, and I think people have a hard time wrapping their mind around that because it makes it feel like, I guess, Devin didn't want those fights, but it was always been Turkey and the matchmakers over there at Ring Magazine offering Devin fights.
Yeah, but people try to make it seem like Devin tried to offer Boots a fight. He sent the offer to Boots or whatnot. It wasn't Devin, trying to.
Same thing with Brian Norman, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. We ain't believe it at first, right? Yeah.
I told everybody that.
But at the beginning though, what I was saying about the whole Brian Norman situation was, Bill had already approached them, and I had the video clip of that too. Bill had approached them and told them about that Turkey wanted that fight. It was money on the table for that fight, is what Bill said.
I think two things can coexist, right? Like, I believe you. I think I'm sure Devin or Bill made Brian Norman aware of what was coming. You feel me?
Yeah, exactly.
But at the same time,
I remember you said you did say that. Now that I think about it,
this what I feel like happened. I feel like Bill rushed the gun on it. He was like, man, hey, we finna make this fight happen, this and that. An offer coming soon. And then Brian Norman, we ain't get nobody reached out to us.
Right.
And then it's just a snowball effect. But the next 2 days, it was an offer sent. So
You're
it
right.
was
You're
just
right.
like people, it was just like
And Bill
people
said in the interview though,
miscommunicate.
Bill said in that interview though, he said because they said he was capping, you know, on Ness and them. Ness said he ain't hear nothing, and Brian Norman Sr. said, you know, Bill was capping, and Bill was like, all right, well, when something do come your way, then just know that we came looking for y'all.
Exactly. Exactly. And that's Bill. That's Bill being such a wordsmith.
Yeah.
He's such a wordsmith. He knows how to deliver it where in real time he's not lying, right? Like he's keeping it 100. But at the same time, a lot of the fans on Devin's side wanted to make it look like he was out there looking more than admitting the fact that, and it's not taking away from Devin caring or being willing to take a big fight, but the idea that he was stalking Brian Norman
I feel
became
like
a narrative.
that
And that's
wasn't
not what
it.
it was.
I feel
Yeah.
like
That wasn't it.
news. He got
Right.
the news. He got the news before they reached out to him first. That's what I feel like because he an ambassador.
Of
This
course.
Yeah,
and
and
that.
I
Clay
agree.
was,
But
and
on the
remember, I
yeah,
remember we had that conversation, Clay, and you was like, yeah, this is what Turkey Al Sheik want. You know,
It-
you were saying he put out the list. I was like, I don't know about him putting out the list because I saw the list get formulated, but
right.
you know, I know that was Turkey Al Sheik doing the offering and stuff. You was right about that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not even saying that Turkey made the list. I'm willing to say that Turkey asked him for a list. Give me a list. They gave him a list, and I think but I think at the end of the day, as far as the initiation on, well, those guys, I think it was a team effort. I think Bill has every right to say that we wanted these fights, but I also feel like Brian Norman and them have a right to say, but you didn't offer me to fight. Turkey did, and I think that's a fair assessment from the Normans, right? It's just fair for them to be like, yo, you didn't give me no offers, bro. Turkey offered me that fight. You didn't offer me shit. You know what
So
I mean?
yeah, let's listen all the way through.
Was out. Now who was next? Who was the next best guy that I could that I could fight? And we reached out. Well, they came with Boots Ennis. We said yeah. We said let's do it, but we want to do it at 147. They came back with 152. I'm like, why would I fight at 152? I never even fought at 147. No, we can do it at 147 or not. Yeah. So then
that was it, man. You know, I feel like, you know, nobody ducked there. We can't say Boots ducked, you know, because we already know Boots was already moving up to 154. He had came out and said that he announced that publicly that he was moving up to 154 the day before Brian Norman Jr. fight. You know, you know, he didn't want to try to. He was already in motion to move to 154, so he didn't want to try to, you know, make that weight at 147 again. You know, whereas Devin he was coming off of the 144 situation with Ramirez, and so he was trying to go up to 147, not skip past 147 and go to 152 or whatever. So yeah, no duck, man.
Yeah, I don't
You know
feel
what I mean?
like nobody ducked. They just didn't agree on the weight. That's what it came down to. Nobody was talking about no money, this and that, because you were Turkey. But it was just the weight, and they didn't agree. That's it.
Yeah. You agree with that, Clay? Oh, I got Clay on mute. Clay.
Hold on a second.
All right. Yeah, but yeah, for the most part, man, that's how it went down. That's how I was picturing it going down. That's how I thought it happened. And you know, that was the confirmation right there from Devin. You know, he said they came to him with an offer, you know what I'm saying, for Boots. And that's why Turkey Al Sheik came out with that tweet that he respect Devin because Devin will fight anybody. You know, I mean, you gotta connect the dots, man. You know, that's saying that, you know, he offered to fight for Devin with Boots, and Devin didn't turn it down. That's why he put that tweet out like that. You know, Devin didn't turn it down. It's not Devin putting out an offer to Boots or
All right, I'm
whatnot.
back, by the way, whatever.
Because I heard people say that too. I know my guy Greg, he was saying that shout out to Greg Hackett, but he was like telling me that you know, he think that Devin sent the offer to Boots because they knew Boots was already moving up. But it wasn't, you know, in other words, implying that Devin was scheming like that. He had that in his mind, that Boots was moving up. So I can say, oh yeah, I can act like I'm, ready to fight Boots. And I know he ain't going to take the fight because he moving up. But Devin ain't the one that was sending the offer. That's what it was. It was, now you can say that he only accepted it because he knew Boots wasn't going to take it. But as far as, the offer being sent, that it was all Turkey doing. Turkey was trying to match make. And that was my point right there, that
I totally agree with you, by the way, Frequent. I think that just multiple things can be right at the same time, and sometimes people just want it to be extremely one way versus the other way. And I think without a doubt, Devin is aware of Boots wanting to go to 154, not wanting to set 147. That becomes an attractive fight because you're dealing with somebody who's struggling with a weight cut, who's leaving the division. Boots, on the other hand, is not ducking anybody because he's well within his right to be like, not only is Devin Haney a good fighter, but I'm already leaving the division because I'm having a hard time. I'll meet you halfway if you want. That's the best I can give you to making a fight happen, but why should I slow my game up? I'm on my way out the division, make you my last fight in the division. I lose it, and all of a sudden, I become a stepping stone for you as far as you being this great fighter. Give me an even shot at a weight class that I'm comfortable with, being that I've gotten comfortable with not being in the weight class you're trying to compete with now. I'm moving out the way. You know what I mean? So I just hold on a second. What is this thing doing? Can y'all hear me?
yeah, we hear you. I thought I was talking. I thought you could hear me, but I was on mute myself or whatnot. But I was trying to respond to what the aircraft carrier said. He said,
Right.
Flyer, you a fan of both, so you on the fence. No, it ain't that I'm on the fence or nothing like that. I'm a fan of a few fighters, man. I just like some fighters more than I rock with some fighters more than I rock with others, the way they moving and stuff, the fights that they take and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm a Boots fan and I'm a Devin fan, I like Shakur too in the ring, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I ain't rocking with the rehydration clause at 147 and all of that stuff. Some of the things that Shakur be doing, I'll be like, come on, bro. And I just don't think that Shakur could beat Devin. That's all. But yeah, I ain't on the fence, man. They had two different weight divisions. If Devin and Boots got at 154 at the same time and they fought, I don't know who would win, honestly. I think Boots has more talent, but at the same time, Devin has some attributes that I think can give Boots problems, and it's not always the most talented fighter that wins all the time. It's preparation, and it's a lot of other factors that go into the fight, and determine the winner. You might have a fighter have a little bit of off night, and that might just be enough to get the other guy over, So I don't know. I can't really say who I really think will win that fight, I think it's a good fight. That's all I'm gonna say. I'll be watching that from as a fan, from the fan perspective. You know what I'm saying? Of both fighters, I don't know how Joseph Jackson see that. You ain't no Boots fan, right?
Nah, I like Boots, but I just feel like Dev can do what Karen did, but I feel like he can do it on steroids. And I feel like if you had a problem cutting off the ring on Karen, you gonna have a problem cutting off the ring on Devin Haney.
I don't like
But
the way you put that though. He could do it on steroids. You gotta use
but
a different
you know what I mean.
terminology.
You know what I mean though. You know what I mean.
This is bad enough with the snack
yeah,
accusations,
yeah,
steroids being in there. That's diabolical.
you know what I mean. But I feel like that's a 50-50 fight. I would lean towards.
Magnified. I don't know what you meant, but yeah,
I would lean towards Dev, but I wouldn't be surprised if Boots get him. That wouldn't
that's what I
surprise
was.
me at all.
That's
That's a
why I
great
was.
fight one way or the other. That's a great fight one way or the other. But just remember, yesterday's price ain't today's price. The experience that he had in there going two fights, 24 rounds with Karen is going to could play off in the opposite way. It could be a positive thing. It might have, what I'm saying, humbled Boots to the point to where he'll respect Devin even at a higher level now, knowing that experience he has, and he'll bring that edge into the ring.
You right about that. You
We're
right about that.
culminated, right? These fighters are a culmination of experience and exposure. I mean, their resumes kind of give you an idea of what to look forward to go into the fight, but always factor in improvement.
Yep, you right about
Yeah,
that.
yeah. It's like I don't know. We got to see. I feel like I got to see more Dev at 147 too, because some of the things show. We see a glimpse of power showing up, more power than showed up at 140. You know what I'm saying? So
Come on now. See,
I don't know
this
how.
why the aircraft carrier, man. I don't think you too bright. You talking about why would he need to cut off the ring on Devin? Because he's not going to stand in
Because
front of
Devin not
Boots
gonna
like
stand in
that.
front of him,
That
bro.
is retarded. My bad for using that word, but that ain't
N-
right.
No, but you know
Boy,
why? Some people I don't know. I feel like people don't realize that when Devin fought Ryan, he wasn't fighting the way he normally fights, the way we usually see him fight. We usually don't see Devin on the front foot, walking, standing in front of somebody, trying to walk forward, and stalk him. You know what I'm saying? That's what he was doing to Ryan Garcia, even though Ryan Garcia was the one who was putting him down. He was putting Devin down, but Devin kept getting up and still walking forward and still standing there instead of, going back into, he never went back into um his normal way of fighting, his normal way of boxing. He never went back to boxing. It always seemed like he was, trying to get his get back, from Ryan landing that one hook in the beginning. But yeah, if Devin go in there, focus, man, he don't lose focus, and he fight his fight. Devin is a problem for anybody, man, for all of them guys. And Boots would definitely have to cut off the ring. I feel like.
nah, but Boots is a problem too, cause he
He-
dangerous. Like I'm not missing that Boots is dangerous. He is dangerous. Like he could sleep there, and that's a high factor too of the fight. Like Dev got to be on his shit to even do anything with Boots.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Listen, I remember about 2 years ago getting into a conversation about this fight potentially happening, right? And I remember um people saying that it would be a wash, it would be this, it would be that, and trying to explain to people that Devin going up to 147 pounds or going up in weight, he's going to bring more power, more punch resistance. He's going to bring those factors, but one thing he's not going to leave behind that he's also going to bring with him is IQ. And the only difference between him and a lot of these big fights happening and being competitive like people think it would be or not be is the fact that you guys are factoring a 135-pound fighter fighting a big, powerful 147-pound Jerome Buchanan. And now we're having conversations where it's split 50-50 about who would win this fight and how competitive it would be because of what we've seen Devin do with a big puncher like Brian Norman Jr. And I just think it's funny, you know what I mean? Because people just don't have the vision to really analyze boxing in that space when you're a
Yeah.
fanatic
Hey
going one
Clay,
way or
I
the other.
remember you was saying that when Dev was at 135. You was like,
Yeah,
don't be surprised
yes,
if
I
he
did.
if he one of the first ones up there at 147.
I told them.
You was like,
Yeah,
cause he
that's
ain't got that long. And you was calling it. You said 140. That's a pit stop. He ain't gonna be there for her because he stretched his body so long at 135.
exactly that 140. He wasn't. He
And I
already
was and
outgrew
I was
both
one of the
divisions.
ones arguing with you. I was like, nah, you ain't right. And you was right. So
People
I'm gonna
people
give you
lack
your
the
credit.
vision. I appreciate that, man. But it's vision and it's also respecting other people's opinions because I could have been wrong just as easily. But sometimes you got to see the bigger picture and be like, if Devin was to be as big as these dudes, get as strong as these dudes, now he brings that IQ. Will he or will he not compete with the best that a division has to offer in any division he's in? And we'll find out if he fights at 154 and fights a Xander or fights a Jerome Buchanan, or even if he hangs back and fights a big punch like Rolly Romero. You know what I'm saying? We can find out a lot about Devin. But right now, 147, Devin's showing the world he's the best 147 pounder in the world, just like that.
Hey yo, we got Isaiah on the panel. But hold on, yo. Let me get this super chat real quick. Yo, shout out to Big Dog Willie with the $2 super chat. He said Frequent said Devin can KO Hagler and Hearns. Facts. Come on, bro. Don't lie on me like that.
Straight cash. Last me and my family for the rest of our lives. I'm rich, yo.
Yeah, shout out to Big Dog Willie. I appreciate the support, yo. Isaiah, what's good, yo?
Yo, what's good? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah, salute to everybody in the panel. I just wanted to say what Claymore just said at the end. Man, it's kind of hard to really see Devin that way when he's coming in bigger than all these dudes in his current fights. So that pops the question. I do believe if he goes up to 54, because Xander's a big dude, but I feel like Devin is going to weigh in and he's going to be an even bigger dude than Xander. So that's why I'm saying, like, it kind of just pops the question, like, is Devin going to retire at like 160? Can he retire at 160? Or is 154 like his true weight class? But I don't know, because it's kind of hard to just see that and then sit back, wait till the fight happens, and then he just looks brolic, bro. Like, it's just crazy. He's just so strong. And when he fought Brian Norman couldn't even like get out the clinch. That's why it just, like I said, it just pops the question of like, what weight is Devin really at? Like, he's talented, no doubt. He could box, no doubt. But when it comes to the weight, that's just what comes to my mind. And it kind of pops the question like, yo, is this dude supposed to be at 47? Should he be at 54?
You think he need to be up there fighting David Benavidez?
Nah, hell no. He need to fight Usyk. Nah, I'm just fucking.
Oh, I wanted to make sure you wasn't one of them guys.
Hell no. Nah. I'm just. I would never want him to go up there and fight Benavidez, because one, we see Benavidez at 68, 75, and now he jumped up to 200. You know what I mean? So that's not realistic for me. I want to see realistic fights. But like, I'm just saying, like, Devin, you know, he's just bigger than a lot of these dudes that he fights. And I don't want to say he's a weight bully, because at the same time, like, if you can make the weight, why not? And he has dominated a division. So I can't come up here and just be like, oh, he ain't do this, he ain't do that. He just went down and fought this dude and beat him up. He has dominated divisions. So we got
to me, he looked like he belonged at 147. He don't look like he belonged at 147 to you?
Nah, bro, he looks big. I mean, and he's disciplined too. So
Isaiah,
him making the
I
weight.
see what you're talking about though, because people last year, this time, not last year, but before the fight, they were talking about Brian Norman was gonna be bigger than him, and I was trying to tell them, I was like, man, don't be surprised when they get in the ring and Devin look like way stronger than him, way bigger than him, and way faster than him.
He was clinching Norman, and Norman
he couldn't get out the clinch.
Yeah, and I'm like, yo, this dude, this dude. If I was a fighter,
Norman was clinching him. That's what was happening, bro.
No, I'm talking. Well, when they embrace, bro, it's like, I don't know. Every time, only person I seen really slide out of the clinch on him was Ryan.
Yeah, and that's the only person that's ever been able to, because I just feel like Ryan is the same size as Devin. I feel like both of those dudes, they got that history. They've always been the same size. So I guess that's why, you know, they got the 3-3. Aside from, you know, him from Ryan cheating and doing what he did, we can't count that. You know what I mean? So now in the rematch, we just gotta hope that it happens and that Ryan is clean.
Nah, but this how I look at it. Like, from rounds 2 through 6, when Dev wanted to clinch him, he clinched him whenever he wanted to. It was just when he fell asleep. And I could, when he was doing the interview with Andre Ward, he talking about, yeah, I fell asleep. And I was like, yeah, I could see he fell asleep, because he was just like sitting there. Like, even when he was like pressing him and hawking him down 2 through 6, he was still like being disciplined on his defense. It was just like, he said, fuck it, I'm finna just tear this nigga up. But that was the wrong decision.
The dreams I know for. Give me that rag. Give me a wet rag. God damn, bro. Wet rag. I don't like that. No. Whoop his hand on. Straight, you all right? Breathe.
Yo, Brian Norman looked like he was shocked right there.
Whoop his ass. That ain't no man. You know what? You know what? Frequent. Devin beat Brian, and Brian automatically started to say, yo, man, like I'm a small 147 pounder. I might go down to 140. And I think that's kind of crazy, to even say something like that, because it's kind of like that questions Brian, like, and if he does go to 40 or if he stays at 47, I don't want to see him rematch Devin. I don't, just because the first fight it was a domination. You know what I mean? And
Hey, my guy Fade said that was the knockdown of the year.
Nah, I feel like even though like he was the best 147 pounder at the time because like circumstances and all this and that, I just feel like the second fight I feel like it'll be a little bit closer. I still edge it to Dev, but like he
you
was
so
green. He didn't see. That's when I knew he didn't have a chance because he never seen nothing that
Man,
Dev was gonna
I want
give
to
to
see
him.
some of these other guys at 147 match up with Brian Norman Jr. Then we gonna be able to gauge,
That's what I wanted. I
where
want to
he
see a
at for
Tiger
real.
Johnson. I want to see a Tiger Johnson and Brian
nah, bro.
Norman.
I don't.
They
I don't
both
want to
at
see that
top
right now,
rank.
bro. I don't want to see that right now. Tiger will beat him.
Hey man, you can say that, but like, who has Tiger for?
I just feel like Tiger's more skilled
No,
than Brian
this
Norman.
this what I see. I feel like when you get
Just off of the Devin performance.
no, but I
That's
feel like when you
that's
get in the
just because
ring,
Devin made him look like
yeah,
that.
that's
Don't
what I'm
mean nobody
saying. When
else
you
gonna
get
be able to emulate that.
yeah,
I
that's what
don't
I'm
know,
saying.
bro.
Like just like with Lomachenko, I seen like Devin ain't never seen no angles like that until he fought Lomachenko, and then I seen him in the next fight with Regis. I seen him start using the angles that Loma was using on him. So like I feel like you learn when you lose, but we got to see it though. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, no, we definitely got to see it, but I would rather see Norman fight other people than Tiger. If I'm being honest, I wouldn't mind seeing him and Ryan.
Hey, the way people acting with it, man, it
Oh, yeah,
remind me of
Tio.
Shakur with Tio, man. Everybody think that uh anybody can do that to Tio now.
Nah,
No,
hell no,
Shakur did
hell
that,
no.
man.
Yeah,
He
hell
looked
no.
that way because of Shakur. Like people like, oh, I knew Tio can't fight and all of that. He couldn't even punch. No, Shakur made him look stupid like that, man, with the controlling the distance and all of that stuff. He ain't know how to adjust it. He ain't had nobody in the corner to, tell him what he needed to do or nothing like that. Tio he was lost out there, man.
Yo, you ain't got that video of Tio's dad. Where's your fucking power, bro?
Yeah, that's diabolical. Yeah, he wasn't. You gotta hit him.
You gotta hit him, bro. Head out.
Yeah, he wasn't saying nothing to him
Where's
in the
your
corner.
fucking nah, bro? I was watching that show with my pops, bro. He was
No, but speaking of
bro.
Shakur though, I do got this funny clip of Shakur when he was going back and forth with some fans or whatever. But I clipped this one part because of something that he said. Listen to this, y'all.
It was recent, right? That
All
shit just
right,
happened.
Shakur,
Yeah.
out of these top five fights, rank which ones would want next in order? Ryan, Murataya, Shock, Gary Antoine, and Dalton Smith.
So what am I fighting for? Like, is it like the business and like the money of it, or
It's just who you want to fight.
I mean, I can't tell you. Like, it's hard to say who I want, bro. It's so many good fighters, bro. Like, boxing is in a great space, so I can't really pinpoint who I would want. But out of them names, um, I think blacks and Mexicans sell the most when it come down to like selling. So I would say Ryan first, Moritaya second. Who was the other three names you said?
I said Shock, Dalton Smith, and Gary.
We can do Gary next because he, out of all of them guys, he might be the biggest threat. If I'm being honest with you, actually, I watched Gary Russell whoop Shock ass before, so I'm a definitely choose Gary. Then I'll go with Shock and then Dalton Smith.
Yo, that was diabolical. He saw Gary whoop shop ashtray.
And he
I
don't
thought I
like
thought that was crazy
Shocky.
that he wouldn't fight Dalton though until last. I don't know. I felt like he's gonna fight the easiest guy last, or is he saying Dalton's the hardest guy and fighting him last? How's he making that decision? Like if
He
Gary's
probably
the
don't
biggest threat,
rate. He
No,
probably
in
don't
the clip
rate though.
he actually said that Gary Antoine was the hardest one in the clip. Remember?
but what's the use in fighting the worst? I don't know.
To
He
me,
probably
I got.
don't. He
nah,
probably
Shock
don't
is
rate
You
dog.
think you
No.
think that's WBC? You think that's WBC cold talk? Like I ain't really trying to
Yeah,
work
he
with that big
is
somebody.
kind of still beefing with the WBC.
Because it just seemed like that fight would be huge. It'd be in the UK. He talked about wanting to fight on the big stage in the UK. He loves the crowd. You know, that UK crowd's just different 60, 70, 80,000 people in the building. He wanted to experience that. And it seems like Dalton Smith would be that direct lane to get in a fight like that. But he's putting him last. I mean, it's not a big deal. I like the fact that he put Gary in there where he put him at. And Ryan would be a big fight. You know what I'm saying? Obviously. So I don't mind it. I like the way he put it in.
The aircraft carrier, you think Gary is the easiest? He said Gary the easiest, low key.
I don't know. I
I
feel like
don't know about that, man.
more.
I always thought that too. I feel like he can dismantle Gary so
Nah,
easy.
I don't. I don't
I
know.
don't know why. I just feel like
Gary has shown a lot of fighting abilities, bro. Like, yeah, the Puelo fight was so close, but he could keep the distance and he could box similar to Shakur if he wanted to. That's just
It was the Rio fight for me.
the Ryo fight for me really showed me who
but
Gary
I don't
is.
feel like he can
Gary's
keep the
boxing,
distance on Shakur though. Cause
nah,
like
and
even though like Gary footwork is decent, but I feel like when you get in front of a master footwork artist, it won't be the same. And it'll show.
damn, bro, that's a strong one right there. I feel like Gary and Shock would be the most challenging for Shakur style. And Shock, he's lost. He's been robbed before, so and he knows how to he can go through adversity. He has in the past. So I feel like Shock. I'm not saying Shock could beat him, but I feel like that would be his toughest fight because we seen
I feel like
Shot got to fight somebody at 135 in real time, not even filtered, because he's gonna have to. You know what I mean? Like I need to see him
it's
fight
different
somebody.
angles that like
nah,
Shock ain't
but
seen.
nah,
Like
That's what
bro.
fight
I'm
the winner of
saying.
Lamont Roach
Shock,
and
Shock is big
Lamont
though.
Roach and William
Yeah,
Zepeda. Like
yeah,
do
he
something
big,
special, and
but
I'll see.
I don't feel like he's faster and he don't got better timing than Shakur. Like you can have all the arm reach in the world, but like you gotta have that timing and you gotta have the speed. I don't see him being faster or
Hey,
having
but
better
in that
timing.
sparring that we saw, Gary was touching Shakur too, though.
Yeah,
That's
But
exactly.
it
sparring
wasn't
though. They standing in front of each other.
yeah.
They got headgear on. They
And it
going off. They
wasn't
shooting it out. They're not.
yeah.
Score's gonna be way more tentative, way more elusive. And that, but he's not gonna be sitting there going toe to toe with no Gary Antoine Russell in the ring. He know he ain't doing that with no 8 ounce
But
gloves and no damn without no
Like
headgear.
Floyd said, sometimes you gonna have to fight. You got some fighters that's gonna make you fight them. I
Nah,
think
There you
but
go.
I feel
Zepeda.
like Gary Antoine is one of them guys, man, that's gonna make you fight him.
Ah,
No,
yeah,
without a
You ain't
doubt,
gonna
that's
be
got
able
to
to
be.
you ain't gonna be able to be in the ring with him and not get hit at all, bro.
because Gary,
No, not get hit at
Gary's
all, but that's
support.
that's Gary's fight, right? Like that's what he's got to do. He's got to make Shakur fight,
yeah.
and Shakur's job is going to be to slow that fight down and take advantage of an overzealous Gary Antoine Russell. But with that sparring specifically, I don't think represents at all what that fight looks like between him and Shakur in that ring.
Why? Because you think Shakur, he more inclined to sit there in the pocket and throw with him because they got the headgear on and
Yeah,
everything,
he's
and if
going.
they
He's
in the ring,
younger.
he's gonna be trying to move more.
If it's a real fight,
He's younger.
he'll
He's
slow down the
younger
pace.
in that sparring. He's younger. So that means he's more stupid. He's not as smart. He's in there trying to prove himself. It's doghouse rules in there. There's all kind of factors. There's bigger gloves. There's headgear. There's all kind of factors that's gonna make him. That could have been him just showing he got that dog. When they get in that ring for a professional fight and Shakur's always on the line, you're gonna see a different fighter in that ring with Gary Antoine Russell. I'm telling you.
I feel like he'll slow the pace all the way down
Yep.
to where it's gonna be a thinking game. And I don't think he can think Shakur.
Gary
That's why I
couldn't
got
get to
Shakur
Pueo.
winning.
When Pueo decided to box, Gary was having a hard time dealing with Pueo.
That's what I'm
Let's be real.
saying.
What do you think he's gonna do with Shakur? I'm telling you.
It's hard to outthink a person. That's what he always do is think. It's hard to do that.
Yeah, I feel like when he fought Puello, it was different. I feel like he learned his lesson. He corrected that flaw, because I feel like he wasn't using his jab. Now I don't think he'd do that against Shakur. I think he'll use his jab, man. He'd have to if he don't try to implement some sort of jab, man. I think that's what Tio went wrong. Tio, he wasn't popping his jab. Tio don't got no jab. It don't look like
Yeah, Tio
when he
got
was in it. He
exposed.
wasn't.
Tio got exposed in multiple ways. I mean, I'm waiting on the next fight from Tio just to kind of like put my vote in because I'm feeling like Tio's been overrated for a long time now, and I felt like that going into this fight because we were all making excuses about Tio fighting up to the level of his competition and fighting down to the level of his competition when he looked like shit. But I saw consistencies, or should I say, consistent inconsistencies with Tiafimo that I started to read as patterns when he dealt with the Jermaine Ortiz and the Sandor Martin, the boxers. He didn't seem to have any answers. He couldn't cut off the ring, and I don't think that's him fighting down to his competition. I think that was showing limitations on
But
Teofimo
Clay, I
Lopez.
feel
But
like
when he got in
Shakur
there
though.
with Barboza, though, he looked all right, though.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
Barbosa's not Shakur. He's not a boxer
yeah.
like that. He's not moving around. He's not being elusive. He's not counterpunching quick. He's not doing the things that a Sandor Martin was doing to Teofimo or that Jermaine Ortiz was doing to Teofimo. He was a
But
guy who
Shakur
was
the only one who can exploit it to that extent though. That's what I feel like. Like ain't no everybody just can
nah. Sandor
exploit it
Martin
like
exposed
that.
it.
Nah,
Sandor
but
Martin did.
he
He
didn't
knocked him down
really
twice.
nah, he didn't really expose it though. Cause T.O. was still having his way in some parts of that fight.
He
Like he
lost that fight.
had yeah, but like he had no way in this fight. Like
Well, Shakur's a
I
better
couldn't even
fighter
that's what I'm
without a doubt.
saying. That's
But
what I'm
but he
saying.
but he showed that the IQ, that the pedigree was worth scrutinizing when he got in the ring with a fighter like Sandor Martin, who wasn't even on Shakur's level, or a Jermaine Ortiz who couldn't even get on Keyshawn Davis's level. So when you think about that and you put that into real perspective about who Teofimo is, you put the Shakur Stevenson performance as the last performance, the cherry on top of the cake. Every time he's been in the ring with a fighter with that IQ who's boxing first, fighting last, he's shown to be lacking. Even with Lomachenko in the beginning of that fight, Lomachenko was not letting his hands go. He wasn't the normal Lomachenko that we used to see. But if we're going to be honest about it, in the latter half of that fight, when Lomachenko decided to turn up and box, Tio
Yeah,
was
when he
looking
stepped
bad
on the
again.
gas.
Yeah,
Yep.
he's talking bad again. So I'm
If
just
he
saying,
did that in the beginning, right?
yeah, but and then Cambosis, right? Who's not even, come on, right? He's not even, we can't even rate him in the conversation of any of these fighters we're talking about, put him on his ass. So at the end, and he lost the fight for whatever excuses. I don't think Teofimo has shown us as boxing fans that his IQ is on the same level as a real boxer. I think he's very athletic and gifted, and he's able to leverage that well in the ring at times with his movement and things of that nature. But I think when it comes down to like fundamentally sound boxing, cut the ring off, slip shots, counterpunch, deal with that kind of a fighter, he seems to struggle with that.
Yeah,
You
I
know
can
what?
agree.
Know what? Tio is good, but you know what I think he missing, man? Tio is missing a good jab, and he keeps his hand down. He keep his hand down too low. You know, that's what I think it is. Once he correct those two things, he get
How's he
a
correct it though?
jab,
Does his
work on his
father help him
jab.
do that? Does his father help him do
Nah,
that?
No, no,
Does he do that
he
looking in
need
the mirror? Does he just look
no,
in the mirror and
he
fix it?
need a new coach, man, a new trainer.
Oh, there we
nah,
go.
I can agree with you
I mean,
that
he already told you who
Clay.
the trainer going to be, right? He
T
made his
T
statement, right? So
yeah, Tio been living off of pure athleticism, like you said. Like he can get by on it, but it come like to them top level fights. You ain't gonna be able to get by on that. You gotta be smart in that ring, and you gotta have a jab. They say a jab can take you around the world. So if you
Yeah.
ain't
I
got
feel
that,
like if he was stood in front of Shakur, that's what I thought he was gonna do, yo. I thought it was gonna be a way better fight. I thought Tio was gonna stand in front of Shakur and pop the jab. And Tio, he got a pretty decent hand speed, man. I thought Tio was faster than Shakur, but it didn't look like it in the fight. But
I
you
told you,
know,
man. He
previously,
didn't.
man,
yeah,
Tio
but
hands be looking like they
frequent,
fast though.
would you agree that timing sometimes makes can make speed look slow? Timing is everything. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? If I could beat you there where we're supposed to meet, if I'm beating you there, I could look faster than you.
Yep.
There can even be an argument there to say that I am faster than you, maybe not physically, but mentally. And
Thinking
sometimes
faster.
mental
Yeah.
quickness,
Thinking faster.
sometimes mental quickness is better than physical quickness. Matter of fact, maybe most of the time mental quickness is faster than physical
Well, they
quickness.
always said that's the saying though. Time and beat speed though, man.
Yeah.
But you can
Yeah.
say that, but like Shakur, like the way he be, I don't know if y'all look at his eyes in the ring, they be wide open. So like if you ain't got a jab and something to cover up what you got coming behind it, he gonna see everything. That's why I
That's
knew he
why
was
that's
gonna
why I said
lose.
he needed a
Cause he didn't
jab,
have
man.
no jab. He never
Exactly.
had a jab.
Yeah, he looked real awkward when he tried to throw a jab. It looked like he was throwing it at nothing, just putting it out there. His jab was trash, man. And then, he was resorting to just trying to jump in and do something, and he get caught every time he tried to jump in, and Shakur was controlling the distance on him. And then hitting him with the jab when, and catching him when he in awkward positions and stuff, it just looked bad, man. It looked real bad for T.O. in there, man.
Are
I
we
think
interested in seeing T.O. with anybody in his next fight? What are you guys looking forward to seeing him do at 147? Is there an opponent that you guys feel like is T.O.'s in a
I
place
feel
right
like
now?
They need to take a soft
I want to
touch.
see him. I want to see him fight Brian Norman Jr. Man, two
Yeah,
guys coming off a loss, just trying to come
I
back.
like it. I like
Yeah,
it.
Brian Norman Jr. I want to see that.
And they both arguably on top rank still. I think Teofimo's still on top rank, right?
Hey,
He
how
got one
long
more
is
fight.
his deal with Top Rank? Is he getting a
This
lifetime
might be.
contract?
I think this might be the last one. I think this might be
Hey,
the
you know
last
what's
one, right?
crazy? Both of them need a jab, though. Both of
When
them
did
need a jab.
when did he win that WBO title off of Josh Taylor? How long ago was that?
That was at the end of 2023 because he fought right before Devin.
So he should be like right ending. If it was at the end of 2023, this should be his last year. That by the end of this year, because right with Top Rank, if you get a title, they add 3 years to your contract, according to
God
Brian Norman
damn.
Sr. So that's what Brian Norman Sr. said. At least that's what it was for Brian
When
Norman
Ryan
Jr.
gonna get
Hey
out of
y'all,
his
hey y'all,
contract?
y'all
Cause
smash the
he,
like button, man. Smash the like button for your boy.
yeah, cause he a free agent. Then he not a free agent. Then he
No,
a
he
free
just fighting.
agent.
He's
I
just trying
just
to be in
don't
the pain in the ass.
understand what is.
He's
Yeah,
trying to be a pain in the ass, and he hoped that Bob Arum will let him go. But Bob Arum ain't Dana White. See, Dana White will let you go. If you say you want to go, Dana White like Bob. Bob Arum ain't like that. He holding you back. You know what I mean? Which is funny to me that this new boxing space is having such an issue with a Dana White, because even though they can say whatever they want to say about the UFC, one thing that is true about the UFC is those fighters can get out of there anytime they feel like it. They can go somewhere else, but they seemingly never seem to do that. You know what I'm saying? They never seem to go. So it's like, yeah, we on the outside can criticize and say they're worth more money, but these fighters, they never really stood on business and left an organization. Most of them who complain have never taken that step to be like, Dana, let me out my contract, because Dana is on Dana has an excellent track record of letting fighters out of the contract immediately, no questions asked. He's even spoken and been interviewed on this. Like, he refuses to keep a fighter who wants to go. He's like, "What? Go," because he understands. Ain't
No,
no
nobody's bigger than the program.
exactly. You know what I mean? So it's funny how now you're looking at Oscar De La Hoya, you know what I mean, holding a fighter like Ryan Garcia against his will, holding a fighter like Virgil Ortiz against his will, or Bob Arum holding a fighter like Teofimo Lopez against his will. You're seeing all those things happen where promoters have been doing it for years. I don't know how many fighters probably try to get away from Don King and end up hung over a damn banister or something, because we know Don King a damn gangster. You know, he a G.
hey, B
And
still owe
it's
his life
funny.
to Don King. He can't
Yep.
fight nowhere if he come back, but Don King.
hmm Listen, Don King, I mean, you do the history on Don King, bro. He's not somebody to play with. He's dead ass, like probably one, like he's like as close to the mobsters as you can get in this. He's a smiling in your face, but really get you clipped outside of this damn arena type nigga.
I, I don't know that time. That time when Mike Tyson said he stopped him and caught him in traffic always come to mind when people say stuff
I
like
mean,
that about Don
Mike
King.
Tyson was an exceptional gangster. I think we can acknowledge that. Mike ain't the regular kind of nigga. You know what I mean? He ain't the type of dude that's really, I'm just saying. Mike is just, if he slap you, you probably just getting slapped. And if you're going to shoot him, you shoot him. But if you ain't ready to shoot him, that's about it, right? That's pretty much a wrap for that. We closing that out. Moving on with our lives. We got slapped by Mike. I think most people understand it. Like, oh, it's Mike. Ain't nobody even calling you a bitch. Niggas just kind of figured that you're doing the right thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Niggas kind of figuring it out. Like, nah, you right. You good. You good. If Mike slap you, that don't mean I can slap you. You right. That don't mean I can slap you.
Yeah, Mike a different animal.
It's just different. You get slapped by Mike, you might ask him why. You know what I mean? Why you slap me, Mike?
You said ask him why.
Hey, Mike, why you slap me? You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm gonna have to go to jail, bro. Mike smack me, I'm gonna have to go to jail.
You gonna go to the ER, nigga. You ain't going to jail. Mike going to jail, nigga. You ain't going to jail. Mike going to jail.
No, I'm going to jail. Mike slap me because I already know he gonna try to slap. I already know he gonna try to slap me, and then like I ain't gonna do nothing about it, man. Come on, no.
I feel you. My bad.
It ain't gonna go that way, Mike.
Nah, I ain't playing with nobody who can rip flesh off. I ain't playing.
What did Styles P say? We might have to poke Mike up. We might have to poke Mike. Like have to get. Ain't nobody trying to fight Mike.
Oh yeah, I saw that story. That was funny, man.
He's like, we looking at Mike like, chill, yo, chill.
And he's talking crazy to Eve, right?
Right. He was like, yo, Mike, chill. Why you doing all that? Nah, I want her. And we might have to poke Mike. Mike might have to get poked up. Yeah. It be like that sometimes. You gotta have no shame in your game, man. Survival of the fittest, man. Do what you gotta do.
Yo, but the last thing, man, I was saying, your boy Keyshawn dodged the bullet, man.
What do you do?
Not making the Devin fight, man. He dodged the bullet, man. Yo.
What are you talking about?
Yo, this Keyshawn and Blueface, yo, sparring.
Okay.
Ooh.
Sean, nice, bro.
Stop that. Go to the body.
Nice. That level to the body was diabolical. Right up underneath that. That's that liver shot. Blueface fighting short, man. I feel him. Gets that body, that nigga moving around. There we go.
Right side, John, right side.
There we go. He's sitting up in that high guard, man. Keyshawn, little guy, man. Nice. Nice. Blue gonna knock a nigga out on you streets, bro. They know how to play with Blue. Blue got hands. Biting on that feint. Feints. Why you ain't let that hand go? Blue got scared to let that left hand go. He hesitated.
Hey, man.
You seen that uppercut Keyshawn was waiting to throw?
Oh yeah, bro. He pulled that hand right back and said, "You good?"
Yo, in a minute though, you gonna see Keyshawn start eating some jabs, bro.
That's Blueface though. Blueface always got that jab. He always working behind.
Yeah, but his jab ain't no Devin Haney jab though.
But it's still a jab, man. He's still a big
Nah,
dude,
but
man.
you can't take this serious, bro. Keyshawn
Right, Keyshawn having a good time too.
No, Keyshawn was mad as hell. He hit him with them jabs. He spoke on it.
But this like 25% though. Like he playing.
Look at that one. That was the first one.
Good. That stopped him right there. Now we getting physical.
But he turned it up after he hit him with them jabs.
He gonna get hit again though.
No, I can't get with hit with them jabs. Keyshawn turned it up and almost stopped it.
Keyshawn trying to get physical, trying to get up on him. Good work. That's good work, man. Blueface nice, man. I think I wouldn't mind seeing. How do y'all feel about Blueface versus Jake Paul?
Oh yeah, that's a good fight. Jake Paul ain't fighting no more though, bro.
He done? That jaw got.
I think he done, man.
Yeah.
I think he done.
Pass me that water.
He got you with a good jab, was it?
But I feel like
Good jab.
He
it's
said he
cool
hit
though.
me. He said this nigga hit me. Yo, Key mad as hell now. Look,
He waiting on him. I told
I
you.
ain't clip up the whole thing though. Y'all might have to go watch the whole thing though because it was a good 4 rounds in John. Good 4. Actually, it was 5 rounds because Blueface wanted to go one more round, and they.
Ooh.
Ooh. You popping that jab, Blue?
Jab to the body, Blue.
Impossible to head on with him. It's all right. It's all right, Jeb.
In the later rounds, Blue got tired though.
Stop.
His shoe came off. He ain't even got the right kind of shoes on.
That's what I'm saying. It's crazy because when they fight regular people, you can see how fast they really are. Like, that shit is crazy.
There you go. Good thing. Jab, back to the jab. Come on, you gotta work that jab. You're sleeping on it. Come on. You move to that right. Jab left hook upstairs. Jab left hook upstairs. Coming with that left hand. Now left hook upstairs. He's coming with that left hand. Move that way. There you go. Move that head. Don't be a target. Double dodge jab. Let's shoot the left hook. Okay. Told you, don't
Yeah,
sit
it's
in the
acting
pocket.
weird.
Don't sit right here. Get out of here. Get out. Keep moving. Keep moving. Keep moving. Get out to the left. You way too long. After that turn, shoot the left. Show me some. Come on. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. There you go. Keep touching. Keep touching. Keep touching. Keep touching. There you go. Keep touching.
Oh shit.
You're good.
Touch. Good.
Yeah, I don't want to watch the whole thing, y'all.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Good work, man. Keyshawn is on a little bit of a tour right now. You know what I mean? He out here trying to get his name up. He's sparring. We just seen him spar with that other dude. What is it, Dean the Great or something like that? Now he's sparring Blueface. He out here trying to, get the social media buzzing. He working
Yeah,
on
but
his
what Brian? What's the boy name? Brian the plumber or whatever. He was
Brian the
sparring
Plumber.
bull.
Yeah. The influencers. He's tapping into growing his channel right now. Keyshawn's trying to become a brand. You know what I mean? He's trying to do his thing. I like it, man. I like what Keyshawn doing in general, bro. I think Keyshawn is a uncrowned pound for pound fighter. You know what I'm saying?
Uncrowned. He ain't done nothing to be crowned, man.
No, but I'm just saying, like, he hasn't earned it. What I'm just saying is he's a pound for pound fighter undercover. Like, he just hasn't had the signature fights to show.
Yeah,
We
he
gotta
just need
see
to
it
get in
though.
front of the competition.
Yeah,
Who
when he
who
does,
y'all
I
think
think
he
he'll
should?
show up.
Who y'all think he should take next?
He
Man, I
said
think
he's
it's hard
moving
for
up to
him.
147, so we
I
gotta
don't think
see.
he should
He
do
ain't
that.
moving up to 147,
Yeah.
man. He staying
That's
at
what he
140.
said in his most recent interview. I'm just saying what he said.
He's just being hyped up.
He
I think
flip
in real
flopping,
life,
bro. He
he
flip
about to put up.
flopping.
Flopping this shit. Flip flop shit on me. Flip flop on you and shit like this in your face. Don't crazy be flipping this shit.
No, I think
Because
Keyshawn just stay at 140, and
make a big fight, man, at 140, bro. I think he's ranked high in the WBO rankings. I think Shakur is probably not gonna, you know, I think he should just
He
fight
should
some
fight.
some
He
people
should
in the
fight
ranking.
Dalton Smith, or no,
If
Dog
they'll give it
Fisher.
to him, they'll give
No,
it to
he
him.
just got a mandate, didn't he, for
Yeah, with Puello.
Boyle? Yeah.
Yeah, and he's probably looking for unification after that. So, but if he can get Dalton Smith taken, but I think, fight somebody significant. Try to get Hitchens. Try to get try to get, if you can get a title fight from any of the champions outside of Shakur, obviously, go ahead and do that. Uh, but
What
Hey,
about
I want to see him
Pitbull?
back
You
to
think he should
140.
fight Pitbull or Lamont Roach?
He can fight him
nah.
if they want, but Lamont about to fight for a 35 WBC
Hitch is
title.
finna move up to 147. I don't know why y'all think
Maybe.
he's staying down. He ain't staying down.
I
I don't
think
know
I
why
think
y'all
Hitchens
think
in a
that.
rock and a hard place, bro. Hitchens is in a rock and a hard place, bro.
Hey, if
He's
he move up to 147, I think that'll be good for boxing, man. We need more fighters, better fighters up
Yeah.
at 147, man. That's
I
the
agree.
glamour division right there, man.
I agree. I
Yeah.
think, but I think in real time, what we're gonna see for Hitchens is, he's probably gonna push it and try to do another 140 fight. Unfortunately, he might try to
Nah,
do
that
one.
ain't smart. How long he been there? He
I
been
think
there
I'm
for
not
like
gonna
eight
say he's
years now,
scared.
right?
Yeah, I'm not gonna say he's scared of 147 because I don't want to do that to him because I'm still a Hitchens fan. Like I like
He
Hitchens. You know
got
what I'm
the
saying?
frame. He got the frame though for
Yeah, but
147.
but I don't know if he's comfortable with getting punched on. You know what I'm saying? I don't like the way he got up out this Oscar Duarte fight. I don't like the way
He
he
should
didn't
be
want to
better
fight
at his
Subriel.
defense though, right?
Hey,
Since he'll be
you don't
fully
believe that he
hydrated.
was sick, Clay?
I think he was sick potentially as far as, but I think his weight cut issues. I think it was a weight
Because
cut.
Keyshawn came out and said it was something different, though.
Yeah, but Keyshawn don't know what's going on. Keyshawn just talking shit because,
Keyshawn said it was his heart.
yeah, exactly.
he, he
And it
said he
might be
got
right
heart
a little bit.
problems.
He might be right a little bit because anytime these fighters start letting, anytime these fighters start pricing themselves out of big fights, talking about the money ain't right, it ain't worth it. What they're saying to me every single time is, what if I lose? You feel me? Because if you know you're gonna win, you make the big fight happen because you know what's gonna happen on the back end of it. But when you weighing out money, it's because you're factoring in that loss, man. And I'm not mad at you because, listen, man, I respect all these fighters because they're taking risks that I will never do, right? So I respect them all on that level, but I can be honest and transparent about the language. Whenever I see pricing, when I hear you had a fight with Keyshawn, but you wanted 3 million instead of the 1.7 or 2 they were offering. When I hear you got fights with Gary Antoine Russell on the table, and you're talking about he ain't a big enough fight. You know what I'm saying? He ain't done nothing, which is crazy. He beat you 4 times, and he's a champion in your division. When I see you tell Sabril Matias, you know what I'm saying, that you don't want to fight him because of a rehydration clause and this. I mean, when I hear all
Yeah,
that
he
talk,
be picking and choosing. You right
yeah,
about that.
there's a reason behind it. So if you can't do it at 140, I'm liable to believe you hesitant to do it at 147. Now, ain't nothing to it but to do it. So you can
He
shut
got
me
the
up anytime you
frame
feel
though for
like it and do it.
147 though. He got a 74-inch reach. He's about like 5'10". That's his weight class, 147.
Yeah, does he know that? I don't know.
Not while Devin
you
up there.
you
He
need to
don't want
send
to
him a
go up
letter.
there, bro.
You need to send him
He
a
don't want
letter,
his chain.
family, and let him know. I
He
hope he
tucking
knows,
his. He
man.
had to tuck his chain up there,
Man,
bro. He don't want to go up there.
your boy's bigger than mine. So that's what I'm
You might
saying.
have send him a letter, let him know, bro. Let him know, hey man, I don't know if you know or not, because I know you got a lot of things going on. I could imagine how busy you are, but 147 your division, right, family? Respectfully, I don't know if you know. Give it a shot. You know what I mean? I think
Yeah.
he might not know, bro, because the way he's moving right now, I don't know, bro. We gotta watch and see, man. I'm ready to be proven wrong though, because
You can
I'm a
only
big Hitchens
stretch
fan.
yourself thin too much to where when you move up to another weight
He
class,
he was
you
just
won't
talking
even.
crazy to Keyshawn though.
Yeah,
That's
he
the
always
fight.
talking crazy. That's what he do. He hanging out with Edgar Berlanga too much, bro. That's another
Nah,
thing
that.
he need to stop doing. Stop hanging out with rappers, bro. Rappers are gonna get you in trouble, Hitchens.
Oh,
Get
you
away
didn't
from these
gave up on
rappers.
Edgar? You didn't gave up on Edgar?
Edgar a rapper, bro. Edgar, he working on his album, man. He a rapper. Edgar a
Edgar didn't
rapper,
got
bro.
that Canelo money, man. I feel like I
Hey,
don't
a
know.
casual at my job was talking to me about Berlanga and everything. I said the same thing, man.
Right?
That Canelo money, man.
Yeah,
That
he
made
out
Yeah.
him.
here.
That changed him.
You
He
seen him
working on his
training?
music. He working on his music video and his album. He about done. He ain't got time for boxing right now, bro.
Hey, I knew
He
he
out
was
here.
gonna get knocked out by Saraz when I seen him training in the what's that box what's that one gym? He was training in that gym and he was
Where in
doing
New
all that
York?
shit. Yeah, he was doing all that shit on the
Gleason?
ropes and yeah, he was doing all that shit on the ropes and shit. And
Yeah,
I'm
having a good
like, bro,
time.
yeah, I'm like,
I'm,
bro, this nigga, the money
I'm
that got to
fucking with
that
Edgar though.
nigga
I'm fucking with Edgar. I be laughing and shit. I be liking it. I be
head.
watching the videos. I be having a good time. I see you, Edgar. I ain't mad at you, man. But nah, bro, he ain't boxing right now, bro. That man done turned. That man done turned the WBA title shot down with Armando Resendez. He's out here in some weird
They trying to
conversation
give
with
him,
Chris
they trying
Eubank.
to give him a title. That's the crazy part. He
Yeah,
don't
and he
want
like, I'm good. He like, I'm straight. No, I appreciate you. Thank you, right?
Man, they
He like,
trying
I
to give
appreciate
him a
you.
title.
He like, nah, I'm good. I'm good, because next thing you know, you're going to want me to rematch, do a unification with that nigga Hamza or
Yeah.
something, bro. Ain't nobody trying to do all that.
The
Relax.
aircraft carrier said Edgar the Puerto
Oh, you
Rican
think he dug in the
AB.
rematch?
Nah, he ain't the Puerto Rican AB because AB was a 4 division world champion. We ain't gonna disrespect AB that
Yeah,
much,
for
man.
sure, for sure, for sure. No, Edgar, whenever he want to make a return, man, I'm ready for him to return, because I still think Edgar has potential. But, yo, if your mind ain't in it, that's it, bro. Once your mind ain't in it, it's over. You know what I mean?
What's
And
up with
without a
Jared
doubt, his mind ain't in
Anderson
it.
though? What's up with
Jared
Jared
Anderson,
Anderson?
I don't know. I think Jared Anderson
Yeah,
keep applying for bodyguard jobs, and I think he's trying to see if
yeah.
he could be like a security team
He
leader or
been out
something.
for 2 years, right? Because he
Yeah,
fought on
he
that
going to, no,
Madrigal
real talk.
card.
He going to Zuffa. That's what I believe. I think Jared going to Zuffa.
Yeah, I don't know what he doing, man. He
Jared
signed
don't
over
want no
there with Jay
smoke.
Prince too.
Name the top 10 heavyweights and tell me which top 10 heavyweight Jared trying to run in that ring with. He don't want no problems. But Coley messed that whole dude's head up. He don't want to
What's
go in there.
his name?
Who? Top 10
Is
now.
it? No, I'm talking about of his class. Not, not,
Okay.
not.
Who? Richard
What's his
Torres?
name? No, not Richard Torres.
That'd be
I
the
think he
closest.
from Puerto Rico or the Dominican Republic. What's his
A
name?
heavyweight? You talking
Frank
about
Sanchez.
he ain't fucking. He don't want no Frank issues. Frank don't care about Jared, because Frankie right now is about to fight Richard Torres, and that's an IBF
Yeah,
eliminator.
Frank.
So he's
Hey,
not.
whatever they say his age is, that nigga is not that age. I don't care what nobody say. He
None of the
40.
Cubans are. None of the Cubans are.
They
Listen.
talking about he 20 something. I'm like,
Li-
nigga, never.
Everybody know when Luis Ortiz fought Deontay Wilder, that nigga was like 64, 65, bro. That's why I always I'm saying everybody know
They
them
said he
Cubans.
was like 30 something. I'm like, nigga, no way.
Hey yo, he turned his age upside down. He said he was 46. They're like, hold up, nigga, ain't you 64? Let me tell you, bro. Them Cubans come over here like Andy Cruz, bro. Don't be shocked if Andy ain't a
Yeah, they
whole.
saying Frank like 27. I'm like, no, he ain't. Frank, look, old man. He looks like an old man.
Them
He
Cubans, man.
already wearing knee braces on his knees and all this and that. So like, man, he old.
You think Frank gonna give Nahir Albright that rematch? You think that's gonna happen? You think the PBC gonna do it? Should I ask?
No, because he I feel like he lost that fight.
A lot of people did.
And I feel like if
I was okay
Nair,
with the draw though. I thought it was
what's
competitive. I
up
was
with
okay
your
with it.
boy spitting out his mouthpiece? That's why he probably wanted to sing
No,
before he
he ain't
went.
spit it
If
out.
he
He
ain't
got it
spit
knocked
out his
out.
mouth, nah, if he ain't spit out his mouthpiece, he probably would have stopped you. But he
I
like
know.
singing
He ain't spit
and
it out
shit
though.
like that.
That's a cheap. He got
No,
that
didn't the
mouthpiece.
mouthpiece come out more than once though?
Yeah, that mouthpiece.
Yeah.
He bought that mouthpiece from Dick's Sporting Goods, bro. Listen, let me tell you, family, that man is, you see that man sparring at his job? He got his nurse
Yeah,
outfit
he
on.
a
That man
nurse.
part-time
He a
boxer.
nurse. That's what I'm saying.
He got that from Dick's Sporting Goods, bro. He got the good one though, like the expensive one from Dick's Sporting Goods. That's why. Yeah, you know what I mean? He not getting that custom made shit. They
Now,
need
I
to give
know
him
he
a
got
budget.
some sponsorships in Philly. They could have got him a molded mouthpiece.
They ain't give him enough to quit his job. He need to go to Zuffa too. Shout out to Nahir Albright, man. I think you do great at Zuffa. A lot of exposure, activity. You'll be fighting 3 to 4 times a year. Then when you're done with your contract, come back into the space after you built yourself up a little fan base. You could leverage that fan base and get some money. I think he should go to Zuffa, and I think Hitchens might consider going to Zuffa too. I know everybody like, oh, I ain't
You
want to say nothing, but I think
you
Hitchens
don't
might do
think
it
you
too.
don't think he should focus on his music career, bro?
Who?
He can sing.
Who? Nahir? Hey, bro,
He can
Yeah.
Julian
sing.
Rodriguez in R&B singer, man. He over there at Zuffa
Yeah,
making
you seen
bank.
him? He was over there singing on
Yeah,
Cigar Talk, man. He was blowing down, man. He was blowing it.
yeah,
Pause.
yeah.
That's a pause. You can play
Pause.
it. That's a
Definitely.
pause.
That's definitely a pause. Official. I appreciate that pause, man. Good pause, bro. I
Nah, I
appreciate you
won't.
sliding
Brick
out of
Brick gotta play the video
there.
because I slipped.
There you go. We good, family. We all got our nights, man. That's what's up, bro.
Yeah.
At least you recognize it. It is what it is. But nah, man, I think a lot of fighters low key can go over to Zuffa and do something. A lot of fighters, you know what I'm saying? I think Nahir Albright is one of them. I think Jared Anderson is one of them. Jared Anderson needs development, but he needs good money. And he can't get development fighting the
He
lower.
should have listened to Bob Arum though. Bob
Yeah,
Arum
but he
said he
wanted the
was not
money.
ready.
Yeah, you're not ready, but you keep giving him $100,000 fights, $75,000
Hey,
fights, and
hey, look, the only
Turkalashi offered
problem,
him like $2 million. He took it.
the only problem is it's looking like when you go over to Zuffa, the other sanctioning bodies it's over for them.
Nah, but
Nah,
you get
man.
steady fights though.
It's,
You get
it's over for
steady
Yeah.
you
fights.
being in their
It's
sanctions.
not a
You know.
bro. It ain't about sanctioning bodies when you're
Mm,
over at Zuba. It's about building your brand, bro. It's
yeah.
about fighting. It's about activity. It's about development. It's about nutrition. It's about giving up your part-time job
And
and
that's the
becoming a
stage.
full-time boxer.
Yeah,
That's what
that's
it's
the
about.
stage Jared is at right now. Cause
Yeah.
he ain't close to getting a title at heavyweight. He ain't nowhere
I
near
mean, he
ready
could
for
do it.
that.
He could do it, but like you just said, he
He
ain't
ain't
ready.
ready.
But
Yeah.
the thing about it, his name is too big to fight nobody. You know what I'm saying? He did a bad move when he went and fought Martin Bacoli. He's not allowed to fight a number 25 ranked heavyweight. You know what I'm saying? Like he has to fight a big name, and that's what got him chilling. That's why he chilling, bro. You see, he turned down the Daniel Dubois fight. That was a fight
But
they offered him.
he should have
I mean,
been
no,
like,
sorry, not Daniel Dubois, Frank Sanchez. He turned down the Frank Sanchez fight.
yeah,
Sorry,
but he should have been gradually building up. Like this how I look at it.
collect and go.
In a perfect world, everybody build their career how Terrence Crawford did it. Like Terrence Crawford, he ain't just go immediately in the big fights. He build himself up
Yeah,
to the big fights. Like you just
yeah.
can't rush your fighter in there
But they didn't
like
rush the
that.
fighter. Jared did. He hard headed. He went
Yeah,
in
that's what
there.
I'm saying.
Yeah, he played himself, but he made money. I can't say he played himself. He made $2 million. He's probably financially good. I don't know how he's spending his money. He made a choice, but the choice landed him in a position to where, on the back end of a loss, he's kind of stuck. On the back end of and he tried to do a tune-up. Remember, he came back before the fight, looked like shit, and the whole
Yeah.
place booed him. He walked out of there, and it looked like he's going to retire. So, he's in a bad place. He needs to develop. He needs to fight. He needs development. He needs Zuffa.
He should have
Yo,
listened to Bob
Dana, shout
Arum
out,
though.
shout out to Jared, man. Call Jared up, man. Get him together, man.
Man, he just needed like sometimes I don't like Bob Arum, but sometimes he be on the money with his stuff. And like he knew he was gonna lose to Pacoda. He knew
Yeah,
that.
he told him. He told him not to. That you saw him shake his head in that interview and go, I don't know. He took the money. I
He
don't know.
said
He
he
took the
wasn't gonna
money.
even go to the fight because of that, and he didn't go.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm be real. Like Jared Anderson is kind of like Mark Sanchez to me. Like I am when you go to football, but Mark Sanchez was a great football player in my opinion coming out of USC. But they sent him to
Yep.
the Jets and they made that nigga throw the ball 40 times a game and broke that
Yeah.
nigga. When they
Some
should have been
niggas
handing
nigga
that
out.
shit off to Curtis, like keep
Yeah.
handing it. He should have been throwing the ball 12 to 18
15
times a game.
times.
You know what I
Some
mean?
people only need 15 times.
Yeah, get him together. But they had that dude launching that ball up the field like he was John Elway, and he was throwing pick after pick after pick, and they broke that man. The same thing they did with you know what I'm
No, that's
saying?
facts though. He's speaking facts right now. They did break him.
Yeah. You know what I mean? He had a great running back, and they sat there and they didn't want to let that. They didn't want to control that clock and allow him to develop into the quarterback I think he could have been. And it's the same thing with Jared Anderson. I think that he could have developed, but I think once you've seen that man cry with Roy Jones, that means don't put him in the ring with Martin Bacoli, nigga. Period.
Yeah.
You don't put a crying nigga in the ring with Martin Bacoli, bro.
Hey,
That's
that's
just
when I
Yeah,
bad
that
luck.
was
said Bill.
diabolical.
Yeah, Bill didn't make it no better, cause that's when he was beefing with Jared Anderson around that time, and then Bill, man, he gonna take it to the furthest extent.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, aircraft carrier. I'm a Jets fan, man. Go ahead, clock. Go ahead, throw your shit at me. I don't give a fuck. Fuck them niggas too. But
Yeah, Clay from
salute
New
to the
York.
Jets. I'm from New York. It is what it is, bro. It is what it is. We don't.
He should
We
have
don't.
picked the Giants, man. You got two
Nah,
teams
bro.
there.
That's my uncle in there, man. That's too easy, bro. You guys going for the Giants, bro. You guys laying it down. It's easy work, bro. You got to go for the underdog, man. Got to have some character about you, bro. I don't know. You're a Giants fan. That's like being
Come
a
on,
Yankees
man.
fan, man. What are we
I'm
talking
a
about?
Chiefs fan, so I know how to stay
There
down,
you
man.
go.
I went through the Matt Castle era when I was
Yeah,
7 and 8 years old, so I seen it. But I wasn't
yeah.
crying how the grown men was crying when
Aircraft
Matt
carrier
Castle was
laughing.
playing.
Aircraft carrier saying, "Oh, now it all makes sense." That's why aircraft carrier like, yeah, oh my God, now
He
it makes
said that.
sense.
He said
That's
the
why this
Jets
nigga's
is a
crazy.
QB graveyard.
He said, oh, it makes sense now completely. I've been wondering why this nigga be coming with these wild takes. He's a damn Jets fan. They always doing this shit. I should have known. It makes sense now. Completely makes sense. I got you. But yeah, man, Jared Anderson, Zuffa. I think there's a lot of fighters, and I think people are missing the point with Zuffa boxing, bro. I think they're trying to compete. Even though Dana's a competitor, so he's gonna go for those big stars. But
Yeah.
that system is a farm system built to develop fighters, bro. That's what it's made to do. And it's made to get them to the big stage because why? Let's be honest. The current promoters in this space are failing the lower 90%, the 90% of the boxing space. They're only capitalizing and squeezing money from a dead pay-per-view model from a 3% of the space. They're trying to squeeze money from Ryan. Look where they keep squeezing the titles to. That's why the sanctioning bodies have no legs to
You
stand
think
on
that's our
in these
fault too?
arguments.
You think that's our
100%.
fault too as the fans?
Huh?
I say you. Do you think that's our fault too as the fans? Because they only
100%.
doing what we like to
That's a
see.
fact. That's a fact. But we can't take too much because that's what we're supposed to do, bro. We're supposed to watch what you give us to watch.
Hmm.
And we're never gonna not watch boxing to make a statement. It's just a waste of nobody feels that important. Me, I don't feel that important. I don't know, like nobody cares if I watch or I don't watch. I gotta put it on the promoters, and that's why I agree with Dana White when he talks about the closeout sale narrative with these promoters who are always squeezing the dollars. They took a small amount of people who can afford $80 pay-per-views, right, and decided to squeeze money out of them rather than think about the future generation boxing fans who weren't going to pay $80 for a sport they didn't understand. They took away the biggest thing that helped boxing, which was free television exposure, allowing people who don't watch boxing to try boxing, fall in love with boxing, and grow the fan base. So they killed it. It's like they took all of the food, they harvested all the food, but they ain't never fertilized or tilled the soil. And now we're looking at a bunch of barren fields that used to be full of corn and spinach and sweet potatoes, and now it's just barren because these zoos just ate, and they pillaged. You know
Yeah,
what
the
I mean?
only people
And they
that like
left.
get steady fights, and they be having a rough time getting fights is the top 1% of boxing, and
Yeah.
that's only like
Look at Carmel
20
Moten, man.
boxers. That's only like 20 boxers who get steady fights that we know that we gonna see at least twice a year.
Yeah. Look at
Everybody
Carmel
else,
Moten. Look at Carmel Moten, bro. That kid should be a star right now. He should be one of the top prospects in the game. He's fighting, and you don't even get to see him on camera, bro. He's fighting in front of 100 people inside the building for a pre fight. Or he
Hey,
yeah,
fighting
that's
Floyd.
amateur.
That's
That
Mayweather though,
Floyd though,
man.
I don't know what he doing, man. I don't know what he doing.
That's Mayweather,
Yeah.
man. I
Carmel
don't
Moten
know.
need to go to Zuffa. Period. Period. I'm telling the truth. I don't understand. Put him on Zuffa. He fights 4 times a year in front of 3 to 5 million people every night for free who are on Paramount. Zuffa right now, Paramount is buying Warner Brothers. They about to buy them. That means they're going to have control of HBO, Showtime, Paramount, CBS, free TV. He's going to fight 4 times a year in front of
Yeah,
5 million people.
you seen that
When he,
article? They came to an agreement on the number, but they ain't
yeah,
list the number. But they came to an agreement and they finna pay it. So
that's
yeah,
where he
you
need to
right
be,
about that.
bro. He go over there, bro. For
He probably
he
locked in
does
some
2
kind of
years.
contract with Floyd though.
A
Well,
lifetime
Floyd need to let him
contract.
slide, like he let Hitchens slide, like he let Jaleel Hackett slide.
But
He
I
need to
thought
let Carmel
somebody
slide.
bought Hitchens out of his contract.
I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like at the end of the day, the traditional boxing space, which I'm trying to find a new name for because I don't think it's traditional the way they're running it, but I'm going to say outside of the Zuffa business model,
Hmm.
that structure of boxing under this four belt era has been failing the up and coming prospects that are superstars. You know what I mean? Shout out to Top Rank for working with Abdullah Mason the right way and having him where he's at. But some people say they might have moved him a little too fast, but he did what he had to do against Sam Noakes. But
I gotta
what's up
say the
with the up and
same
coming
thing.
stars?
I gotta say that even though man, I rock with Bill Henry, but I gotta say the same thing about him. That's why Amari Jones left him because he wasn't getting fights consistently. Just like what's his name?
Yeah,
Shamar
but
Canal, he not getting him
yeah.
fights consistently.
Shamar left?
But nah, he ain't leave yet.
Oh,
But it look
okay.
like he
Okay.
about to leave though.
Nah, Bill need to let him go over to Zuffa. And I know I keep
Hmm.
saying it, but it's the truth, man. If you're trying to develop a young and upcoming fighter right now, Zuffa's the place to put him, bro.
But
They
what's
not
that one?
stars.
I seen the
They don't need to
interview.
care about no sanctioned
He's
bodies. They ain't getting no championship shots any fucking way. You know what I'm
what's
saying? All
that?
they're gonna do
What's
is
that
get
one
stuck with a damn
place?
whack ass silver interim belt and get tax free and
Yeah.
send out all their money.
What's
Fuck
that one
that.
place Lamar Roach used to fight at? I forgot. I felt like it's called
Pro
boxing.
box. Pro
Yeah,
box. He's still over
pro
there.
box.
He's still
Yeah,
over there
that's where I was
with
seeing
Gary
on the
Jones.
interview. He said they might do a deal over there with pro box.
Yeah. You need a farm camp. You need somewhere to develop these fighters. Now, Pro Box is also a good spot, but at the same time, Pro Box, they're just YouTube. And I know everybody, I know the first thing niggas in the chat gonna say is YouTube is the biggest, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, but you know what? They don't got a machine behind them.
But
You know what
it
I'm
be some
saying?
good fights over there though.
Facts,
I know you be
facts.
watching it. I be watching it too
No,
sometimes. But like,
facts.
it be
But
some
Zuffa is
good
just a
fights over
different
there.
energy. Watch Zuffa in a year. You're gonna see. Watch how the
Yeah, but
production's
that's
gonna
what
look.
I
Look at
thought. That's what I thought they was gonna do. I thought they
they
was
don't got
gonna
the
try
money
to.
to do it.
No, I thought Zuffa was gonna try to like buy pro box, but they didn't.
Yeah,
That's what
they
I
buried
thought.
Pro Boxing got swallowed up by Zuffa. Zuffa's gonna be a whole different energy, man. And I'm telling
Hmm.
you, not only is Zuffa gonna be a different energy because of the amount of frequency of activity, but they're also bringing in the nutrition. They're also bringing in the training facility. So you're gonna see better
Oh,
athletes.
you seen what Robert Merriweather said, huh?
No, I just know because yeah, I interviewed Robert
Yeah.
Merriweather on my channel. Like I know, but I know how Dana does with the UFC. Everybody always knocks what Dana White does monetarily, the way he pays fighters, but they never speak on
Hmm.
the development, the insurance that these fighters have when they're in
Yeah,
training
they get
camp. They don't.
24-hour access to the gym
Yeah,
where
and
because he got.
none of them fighters is working as mechanics. None of
Yep.
those fighters is working as part-time nurses. You feel me? They're all career fighters, bro. They're just gonna be better because of that. It is what it is. You can't knock it.
That's a fact.
And people try to knock it, but that's where these fighters who don't have the push, like the David Benavidez's, the Shakur Stevenses, the Javante Tank Davises, the
It's
Canelo
only a small
Alvarez's, the
few
Terrence
of them though.
Crawfords.
That's where I agree with
Exactly.
you on that. That's the 1% that we talking about. We always talking about the 1%, but what about the other fighters?
They don't
So
care.
I agree with you
They
on that.
they don't care,
Why
bro.
does his
They
cat
don't care.
Keyshawn and Richard Henderson? They're part of the 1% too. So
Yeah,
like,
they're getting there. Right.
yeah.
They're there.
Hey,
Because at least
salute,
they're
Blaze. Why you ain't never hit the link, Blaze?
Hey,
I see
I'm meant
Blaze
to
in the.
ask you this question, Clay. Like, do we got a great next heavyweight for America? Cause like,
American heavyweight.
yeah, cause I say the other countries, they've been
You want me to
dominating us in the
I'll
other
tell you
weight
somebody to look at. I'll
classes.
tell you two people.
What's the ball? Go ahead, Clay.
Two people. Look at Demazian Van Houter,
Hmm.
Mozzie. I interviewed him on my show. He's the future of the heavyweight. And there's also a USA boxer right now who's fighting in the USA amateur space. I'm trying to remember his name. He's an African dude, but he's American. But he got a long African name. I cannot remember his name right now. But he's fighting like cruiserweight right now. But he's going to be an up and coming heavyweight. He's going to be a problem when he goes pro. I think he's going to come in probably heavy or cruiserweight, but he'll end up in the heavyweight division. Shout out to Josh Edwards. I had a lot of hope for him. I do not like what he's been looking like in his last two fights. Shout out to
Uh,
Coach Ronnie Shields. I hope you're working with him. I think he's got a lot of talent, but he's not been looking good in his
That's him
last
right
couple of
there,
fights.
Clay, on screen.
I don't see nobody on the screen.
Joseph and Inawago.
Probably yes. Well, I see him on the screen. You saying he on the screen? I don't see him.
Oh, I put
Oh,
the
you
comment up
saying
on
he?
the screen.
Oh, it's a comment. Yeah, that's who it is. Shout out to whoever put that in there. Yeah, that's
yeah, that's what I. Just like
that's
what the
him.
aircraft carrier said, all the heavyweights say in the NFL.
Right, but now things are gonna change with Zuffa. I hate. I don't want to start this because they call me Mr. Zuffa. Let me chill. You know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is a lot of these heavyweights, a lot of these athletes who aren't boxing, it's because boxing has been bullshit, bro. If you're not a big
Yeah.
superstar, this is not the place to be. But now with the league, and let's cut out the middleman and stop word salading this. A league attracts athletes, right?
Yeah.
Could you imagine if football was
wild like boxing, where the Cowboys is like, man, why we
But that's
gonna
why
play
they
the
call it
Chiefs,
the
man?
Wild
They
Wild
don't.
West.
Nobody
That's why
care
it's the
about the
Wild Wild
Chiefs.
West.
Could you imagine if they were talking like that? Like, ain't nobody trying to play the Chiefs, bro. Who the Chiefs? What the Chiefs Instagram looking like? Ain't nobody studying. I ain't playing the Chiefs, bro. Do something to show me I should play the Chiefs. Could you imagine that? No,
Yeah,
bro.
but
Elite.
boxing it's a one man sport, and it's a hierarchy to it
No, yeah,
too. So you
but
know,
but
people
without
when you get
without
to
the
the
league
top, they ain't trying to give
structure,
up their spot.
without the league structure, you're not going to attract new talent, because
Hmm.
new talent is going to rather play basketball, especially in the heavyweight division. You're not
Yeah.
going to attract that talent, because at the end of the day, nobody's trying to jump through hoops and be a meme or act a fool on Instagram to get a fight. They want to be able to work in a merit-based system, a system that says I beat the man to get a chance to beat the man, and when I beat the man who beat the man, I become the man. If you're going to base it off of what I've been working on since I was 7, 8 years old, that makes sense. You're going to pay me accordingly. But if I got to be special, pretty, cute, cool, adventurous, if I got to, you know what I mean, make jokes, if I got to do all those extra things, I'm not doing all that, bro. I should be able to knock that dude out who's number 5, and naturally I should be fighting number 4, 3, 2, or 1 guy next. I should not be fighting the 8, 9, 10 guy behind me because I don't deserve, because I didn't attract
That's
enough
what I was
attention to
talking
fight the
about, the
top dude.
hierarchy though. It's a hierarchy.
Yeah,
And when you
yeah.
get up there, man, you gonna play the game that's being played. You got to.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Why? And I'm putting this on paper too. Remember what I said this. In about 2 to 3 years, when Riyadh season is putting a lot of these Zuffa fighters who are champions in Zuffa, and they're going to start putting them in the top 10 in the Ring magazine, and you're going to start seeing them get some opportunities on Riyadh season against some of these so-called sanctioned body champions. Mark my words, just like the Eastern Europeans were able to come up in the boxing and spank these niggas, and people like where they come from, watch Zuffa boxers start
Yeah.
knocking these sanctioned body
But
champions out.
but Clay, you watched The Wire before too, right?
For sure.
What they always say, the game is the game. You got to play the game how it's being played.
No,
That's
you
it.
don't. Not when you got money. Because of that, when that same show, when the niggas came with the real money, hey,
Yeah.
bro, that's
But
what did Omar
everybody ain't
say?
got. Yeah.
Omar
Eh,
said, hey, bro, yeah, he killed the fat nigga. You know what I'm saying? He killed the fat nigga. He killed him, put a bunch of niggas inside the houses, and he took that shit. He said, it's me,
Yeah.
nigga.
But everybody ain't
That's
got.
what Dana doing.
Yeah. Everybody ain't got the pull.
I
How?
know. Not everybody can do it, but somebody can
Yeah.
do it. And we definitely got a real player on the block right now. That's why the
Everybody
flashback
can't be
Thursdays.
a Marlo like you talking about.
Yeah,
Everybody can't be there.
we definitely got a Marlo
Hey,
right now. That's why the
Isaiah
flashback
said, yeah,
Thursdays.
but look how Omar ended though.
Omar ended up dead, but Marlo ended up in the mayor's office at the end,
Yes, he
chilling.
did. Yes, he did.
And that's who
Yes, he
Dana is.
did.
Dana ain't Omar. Dana's Marlo. Don't
Yeah,
get it
that's what we
twisted.
was talking about. They didn't get the analogy. They didn't get the analogy.
Yeah. You know who? Want me to tell you who Omar is? Al. That's who Omar is.
Oh, he
Nah, I'm more like Avon. He more like Avon.
Nah.
He old and
Baba
played
Yaga.
out. The
Nah.
game, the
Al was
game then passed
look
him
look
by.
look how Al did Golden Boy. That's Omar shit right there. Al came around with the shotgun in the bag and had niggas throwing the work out the window. You know what I mean? But Bob Arum was really like Avon, like old school, just sticking to the script, you know what I'm saying, doing his thing, but he just got his system got played out. He got old and you know what I mean, he just don't work no more.
You said Al Heyman was he just walking out the window. Hey
He just
yo, and they dropped the bag.
they just threw the bag out the window. Hey yo, Omar's there. Throw it out the window, man. Y'all don't want to make old Omar mad, right? All right, then. Whistling Dixie going down the road with down the block. You know what I mean? Plus I heard anyway, let me not. Anyway, that being said, uh, Al Heyman is definitely Omar. Without a doubt, Marlo is Dana White. And Turkey is the Greek. You know what I'm saying? Turkey is the Greek.
Hey, Daz 215 said that right on cue when you said that too. So Dana
What?
is Marlo.
Oh yeah. Dana's Marlo, Turkey's the Greek. You know what I'm saying? Dana done pulled the connect from Frank Warren. Frank Warren might be, I don't know who Frank Warren might be. He might be the fat dude who got killed. I can't remember his name with the braids that Marlo killed. That's probably who Frank Warren is. You know what I mean?
But I like the wire analogy. I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna dive deeper into that, bro, because I think there's a lot of similarities there. But
Use that for me, because I know you would break it down. You would break it down
yeah,
way better than I broke it down.
I like it. I like it. But without a doubt, Dana White is Marlo. Trust me. Dana like they playing with my name, and what he do? Snatch kind of bend. You know what I'm saying? He playing with my name. That's what I got. They out here talking about me.
Wait, but Conor been over there for a 1-fight deal though, right?
Yeah, for now. For now.
What y'all think? Y'all think it's gonna be another one?
Oh yeah.
He gonna get
Dana
another
said
fight
last night.
deal
Dana
if
said
he beat whatchamacallit? If he
Dana
beat
said I'm
Regis?
signing everybody. Dana said I'm fighting. I'm signing everybody, and he smiled. That's what he said last night. It's a movement, man. It's a takeover, bro. You know what I mean? It's a fight. It's a fight, man. And these guys, you know what I mean?
So
Like
that turkey money still flowing in?
the turkey money, but not only the turkey money, the
He just got
minds behind it is
He don't
gonna
just
be.
got turkey money. He got the Paramount money. It's
Yup.
just like that ain't the only money he got.
Yeah, bro. Trust me, it's gonna get bad. I don't care. Shout out to everybody who got an issue. You know what I mean? I don't know what to say to you, bro. But your boys is drowning out right now in their own blood. They choking on their own blood right now. They're not signing nobody. They're not putting it up on events. And Dana said it. We trying to go 44 events this year. Did you hear that? You better get, instead of doing clapback Thursdays, you need to be building up some cards, homie. You know what I'm saying? You need to be you over here doing clapback Thursdays. You need to be building up some cards because Robert Garcia over there, like them niggas is got work, baby, and it's that Puerto Rico. That work is crazy. You heard? I don't know, man. What we doing, Oscar? Oscar, like we've been working with each other for years. I told you I'm gonna get some better work. And like, all right, man, we're gonna try to work with you. But that boy, the Pax is crazy. The Pax is wild, bro. He out there selling $25 grams. We ain't seen that since the 80s in DC. I'm with $100 grams, you know what I'm saying? Pure coke. It's crazy. You gotta be, listen, man. They gotta get it together, man. Dana right now flooding the block. He's flooding the whole block right now, bro. Crazy. He got the block going crazy. You know what I mean? So you better figure it out.
Yeah, for him to say he's signing everybody, he sound like he hinting that he about to start throwing some money around.
Yeah, bro. I flipped it the wrong way. He out there selling $100 grams for $25. You know what I'm saying? He out there killing them. Niggas is taking the gram and breaking it down, and yo, the work is crazy. You know what I mean? I hate to turn your show into a into that type of conversation.
Zuffa boxing.
Yeah, but Zuffa smacking the block crazy right now, bro.
Yeah, this the
crazy.
last couple minutes anyway. I got like 3 minutes.
All right, no doubt.
And then
he going crazy. No cut, no nothing, bro. You know what I mean? And he got the crazy plug. He got Donald Trump in his pocket. You can't stop this man. You know what I mean? Donald Trump messing with Dana. That's Dana's ride or die right there. He about to be on the front lawn in June. He about to be on the front lawn in June with UFC fighters slamming each other on their necks, bro.
Hey, Isaiah said, I don't know about that. Clay Turkey is D'Angelo. He about to get shanked in the cell soon. No, bro.
Not Turkey. He don't end up in no cell. He the Greek, bro. You don't even know he exists. Turkey's Kaiser Sose, bro. You don't even know who
Baba Yaga.
Yeah, you don't even know who he is, bro. Like he a whole different energy. Turkey's is some you don't even hear from Turkey right now. Turkey out of sight, out of mind, bro. In another 6 months to a year, we're gonna forget who Turkey is, bro.
That's good. What's good with you? What's good with you, Clay? Clay? What's good with you, Flyer?
What's good with you, man? You got like we got 2 minutes, man.
Man, I was trying to say something to Joseph, man, about the Jackson brothers, man. Yeah, he just got
he
off.
disappeared, man. Joseph was up here, and then he dropped off. I don't know what happened.
Man, I don't know. He might be recovering from getting cooked. Him and his brother was getting cooked, man. They was getting.
Hey, what are you talking about? What are you talking about?
You always trying to say somebody got cooked over here, man.
He got cooked, man. He knows
ain't nobody get cooked, man.
Joseph, I know you listening, man. I know you listening. Come on back up here real quick.
Why you did it? Why you and him was going back and forth?
So check. No, it was. I just went to a live and just heard him being cooked again.
Come on, bro. You Come
Man, it's
on, bro.
abuse, man.
Why
You
you be so
haniacs,
hype
man.
about somebody else's work?
Listen,
First of all,
and the thing about it is, hold on. Let me say something, bro. And the thing about it is, you haniacs, man. He
get
he
that
What are
nigga
you
called.
talking
Joseph.
Hey,
Get
about?
that
What are you
listen,
nigga
look,
talking
look,
Joseph.
about?
look, 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 look,
Give
What are
look,
that
you
look.
nigga
talking about?
Joseph.
And this nigga knows what I'm talking about too,
I
cause
don't
look,
know what
he
you're
would have came
talking
up.
about.
Nah, you know what I'm
Nah, I
Hey,
talking
don't
what
about.
are you
know.
talking about? What are you talking about?
Getting caught, nigga. Why you up there looking like you a Shakur fan when you ain't no Shakur fan?
I
You
do
know
like
you ain't no
Shakur.
Shakur fan.
I do like
But
Shakur.
you
I
ain't
just
no
say
you might
he only
like
ducked
him,
one
but you ain't no
person.
shit. But you ain't no. So you know what I'm talking. Why you coming up here making it look like you don't know what the fuck I'm talking
Yeah,
about at
he
all?
only
See,
ducked one person,
that's that.
and I stick to
Man,
it.
listen. You know what I'm saying. You got called out your name, everything. Why you keep doing that, bro?
Bro, that's
You
what he
like
do,
that shit. That's
bro.
that weirdo shit, nigga.
Yo,
That internet
somebody
stuff
getting
don't.
called out their name ain't getting cooked, bro. What are you talking
That's what I'm
about, man?
saying. That
Man,
inner
I'm not
stuff.
trying to hear that, bro.
Whatever he
I ain't
say
trying to
is
hear
what he
that.
say,
Loma just asked you.
Hey, what are you talking about? What are you talking about?
And that don't mean nothing to me, bro.
bro. And I
You
do
gonna
I
play
ever
that saying
say
again.
yeah, yeah?
Y'all
Well,
both was getting cooked
I
at the
only
same
said
time,
Shakur. I
bro.
only said Shakur ducked one person. So what you talking about?
Nah, man, he was actually all kind of points left and right, bro. And he was just like, bro, I don't understand it, man. That's some weirdo shit.
Hey man,
I
whatever
ain't
you
mad at you,
talking
bro.
about, that's what you saying, man. That don't mean
You
just
know,
because I argue with
listen,
you
you
about
know what I'm
Shakur,
talking about.
I
You
only
know
argue
what I'm
with you
talking
on
about.
one point. We don't argue with you on Devin. But I don't. I think Shakur is a hell of a fighter, so I don't hate the dude.
Well,
I
man,
don't hate
I
him.
know I'm not gonna
See that
listen.
shows that
I'm
I
not
don't
gonna say
hate
you hate
Shakur.
him. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
listen. I'm
you
not gonna
hate
say that you
Devin.
hate him.
That's the
No, I
funny
don't hate
part.
Devin. You know I don't. You know I don't. No, everybody should know I don't
I
hate
don't
Devin.
never see you defending
You ain't
him
never heard
nowhere.
me say I hate Devin. I said I might not like the way he
Stop the
moves.
cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the
Y'all ain't
cap.
never heard me say that. You ain't never heard me say I
See
hate
me?
Devin. I give him
Hey
props. I
yo, but
said
it's about that time though, Blue.
Yeah, he
You
always
caught the
coming up
end of
at
the
the end.
show, man.
it's all
That's what
good,
I'm
man. I
saying.
You
appreciate
come
We
y'all,
up
was
man.
at
talking.
But
Hey, we was talking about
Joseph,
boxing
man,
this whole time, wasn't we? We went from the
it's
heavyweights
all
to
yeah, it's all
cruiserweight,
good. It's
this
all
and
good.
that. And
Man,
I
just
yeah,
go
even
we
ahead.
talk
bigged up
we talk
Shakur.
boxing over
Hey,
here a lot.
That's what I'm
hey,
saying.
Joseph, man, just go ahead and rest. Just go
Ray,
ahead
I
and
was
rest.
just shutting it down, Ray. It was
No,
Just
I
go
good.
ahead
wanted to
and
let
rest
him
your
know.
body, man.
Joseph,
Just
no,
go
he
ahead
only
and
said
rest.
he hate me,
Bro, that's what I'm
Man,
not
saying,
Devin.
bro.
here you come, bro. See,
Bro, I only think Shakur ducked one
see,
person, bro. Hey, other than
it's
that,
all
bro, he a hell
good.
of a
It's all
fighter.
good, man.
The
You can
nigga
say
my
what you want to
second
say on
favorite
that.
fighter. So if I
Who
disagree
he
with
ducked?
somebody,
Devin, right?
yeah, that's it. He ain't duck
Yeah, he
Oh
nobody
did.
my
else.
God, he didn't duck no
Yeah,
Devin,
yeah.
bro.
Yo,
He
he
ducked
jumped,
Devin, bro.
Listen,
bro.
listen. He know he didn't duck
All
Devin.
types of ducks,
Look.
bro.
Bernie the
Wah,
boxer said
wah.
he didn't duck Devin. You
Yeah,
know what
he
I'm
don't
saying?
know
This
nothing.
is
Bernie
going,
don't know nothing. He
bro.
ain't in no
What you mean? He's
business.
a boxer, bro, and he's a trainer, man. Y'all need to get off the
He ain't in
gas,
no
man.
business. He ain't at
This
the
nigga,
table.
what you mean?
Yeah, man.
No, he definitely ducked Devin, bro. He definitely ducked Devin, man. For the 25%, he ducked the 25%. He ducked all of eight. Any way you look at it, he ducked, bro. You know what I'm saying? He was clout chasing before that with the sign the contract and it wasn't no contract. And then they slid him a contract for real. And you know what I'm saying? He didn't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? He ducked, man. He ducked the 25%. But I appreciate everybody for coming through, man. Make sure y'all smash the like button, man. You know, I think it was a great show, man. My Aki Clay came through and he stayed for the whole show, man. So, you know what I'm saying? He stayed for the whole show, man. Shout out to Claymore Rain, you know what I'm saying, for blessing the panel. Shout out to everybody else who came up on the panel. I think, yeah, Big Dog Willie with the super chat. I appreciate you, bro. And yo, make sure y'all smash the like button on the way out, man. Support the channel growth, man. Help the channel grow. Smash the like button. That's the cheapest way to support, man. It don't cost you nothing. Oh, and don't forget about the hype button, man. The hype button too. You know what I'm saying? Hype this video up, man. And I see y'all in the next one. Rude, I see you in the building. You came late, bro. I'm shutting it down. I'm out, yo. Salute.